Okay. Get a little gold. Got it. And we should be on Discord now. Let me just throw in a little @ here. Foomp. Okay, all is in readiness. So this was one of the first idle games I ever played. And it's been years. It's a very simple one, but it has some stuff to like about it. Had a little bit of trouble getting it to run because, Flash player. Hey, Nico! Anyway, so it begins simply enough. Every 5 seconds, we can grab one little gold coin. How much do you really want? Okay, is it going to start me off with the million as my first goal? You notice those timer at the top of the screen, by the way? Yeah, apparently I left the game open for a little while. Looks like you must hurry. Oh, right. Yes, the faster you go, the better your score. So I'm going to get the worst prizes here. All right, let's try to boost our gold production with a gold pan. Look at that. GPS. You don't want to stop. You want more, right? Ooh, hey, a crit. For triple damage. Critical hits are pretty rare, though. But it looks like you've got the idea. So okay, the tutorial is finally ending. The game doesn't really begin until you've made your first million. Oh, hey, and Nico's already done it. I think Nico's run might have been a little bit faster than mine. Oh, what's that? Give me that. Critical rage. Whoa. Sadly, it won't last long. Aha! What is this? Why, yes, I would like to double my clicking power. How hard can it be to get to 1 million at this rate, eh? Yeah, there comes a point when you want to stop buying things and just let the gold build up. But, yes. We have statistics. No researches yet. So I really do wonder how much has been added to the game since the last time I played. Looks like they updated it as recently as October 2nd. So the game has been continuing to get stuff. Anniversary event will last for 2 weeks. Well, I missed that. Anniversary badges, special boxes, inactive shards, carnivals. Oh my gosh, lots of stuff going on in this game. Yeah. Oh, achievements. Why, yes. Normal achievement unlocked. Produce 100 gold. A bit more, a little bit more. Millionaire, but you notice it doesn't stop there. Oh no, of course not. We all know how idle games work by now. I don't think it went this far when I played it back when. I don't think it went nearly that far. 1 second. Okie dokie. Well, it might be time to consider buying other things. So. Hey, Dark, how's it going? Yeah, I was just getting it so that the game would work. When you said you were having trouble getting it to work, I was like, better make sure I can get this to play. And yeah, it took a little bit. Do we want another pan? Or do we want to double our clicking power? I think that's the smart play. But maybe another pan. Special ability is not yet unlocked. We must unlock special abilities. Ah! I wonder whatever happened to my old file. Well, I don't know if I could say I had gotten really far because, I mean, the game has had updates since then. So I don't know how much was added. They'll unlock the different modes and stuff once I get the first million, I believe. That's when everything starts to really open up. Problem is, I don't remember how long it really takes to get that first million. Right now, these are all clicking rewards. Or bonus boosts. Let's push to 10 gold pans. Let's make that our goal for the moment. That seems like a good goal. I don't remember... God, it's been so many years now, actually. Holy crap, I played this before I had ever tried Realm Grinder. The only... Oh, there's the researches. Finally, I'm buying that 10th pan. Oh, what do we got here? The sluice box. Aha! Oh, okay, there's the good stuff. Yes, we want these. DPS idle and 0 idle. I haven't tried those yet. I do not know those yet. Of course, as we all know, it's not enough to play just one idle game at a time. No, of course not. I have to have a second one open, don't I? Okay. Didn't I just unlock this? Oh, right. Researches took time in this game. That's right. And you can only research one thing at a time, I think. There were a few concepts in this game, as simplistic as it is, that I really, really wish that other idle games I played did. But those won't come available until a little later. Come on, give me my sluice box. I want to begin the sluicing. There's an auto research option. Look at all my little guys gold panning down there. It's not enough. We must have more. Literally create a second river. Okay, so a sluice box is about 5 times as powerful as a gold pan, which is pretty nice. Definitely worth buying more of them. Or do we want to start boosting our digging, our manual digs again? Well, each normal achievement boosts your GPS. I think we want to begin boosting our digging power. Ah, somebody else has played this game. It's not just me. Oh. My crits are now worth 24. Nice. I'm really tempted to buy another sluice box, but I think most of my money is coming from manual clicks still. What is this? What do you mean, what is this? What kind of achievement title is that? Produce 1 gold per second. Is there an achievement for having spent a really long time? Okay, how do I... Oh, here we go. What do we got here? 10 gold per click. Ah, yes, of course. Well. Well. What is this? Unfortunately, there are many things which we do not yet have access... Oh. Let's see. Music, stay off. Well, maybe. Well, maybe. Alright, go ahead, start a research. I think I need... Uh-oh. I see. I begin to see the problem. Of course. More. Alright, I think it's time to start buying the sluice boxes and other passive gains again. I don't think we're going to get sound unless I reset the whole game. And you know what? I don't think anyone really cares. Who cares? Anti-idle, yeah. Well. Research complete. My panning is now better. I think I need better sluicing. What do we got here? Unlocks the pick. That wouldn't be bad. Better sluicing. I probably want to unlock the pick next. What do you guys think? Should we be picking? Or maybe we should buy some I think the researchers start giving me bonuses based on the number of things I have, which I don't have right now, but I'm pretty sure that becomes a thing. There's going to be a lot of further kind of bonuses that we get as we go on. So our goal is only 1 million. How hard can that be, eh? Alright, let's go ahead and throw some pans in there. I've actually been gold panning. In fact, I might still have a bucket of some gold-bearing sand somewhere out in the yard. I mean, some snow is falling on it now. Won't see it again till the summer. It's not that much snow. I could still dig it out. But yeah, no, I've totally been gold panning and know people who are a little bit crazy about that kind of stuff. Well, I consider them crazy. I guess not super crazy. Oh, because I opened the game 2.5 hours ago to make sure it was working before the stream. That's why. So yeah, I'm going to get a really shitty bonus when I complete this, because it took... The faster you beat it, the better your prize. The whole game's kind of built around that concept. The faster, the better. Doubles pan production for every 30 pans you own. There it is. Yep. That's what I was talking about. Let's see, 150 a shot. Perhaps I'd better buy this. This one I remember not being all that great. But they do build up. They do add up. Let's see. Actually, I think doubling the clicking power is the smart play now. There's going to be ones that give all of my clicks boosts based on the amount of passive gain. Everything is going to tie together in town. Yeah, sadly, this game will not reward me for having spent hours. It wants speed only. Most idle games will give you a reward just for time having passed. Okay. I want to... But maybe I should keep saving for that shovel. Yeah, I think I should wait for that shovel. Yeah, I need to finish Antimatter Dimensions. The plan is next weekend I'm going to start picking that stuff, Realm Grinder, Antimatter Dimensions and stuff, back up. Assuming I can finish this Civ trailer by then. I hope so. Okay. Doubled. Now, we had some other options here. Reduce the waiting time. Very tempting. Not as good as doubling, of course. Increases your critical hit. Oh, hey, give me that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sure. More. Come on, give me a big old crit. So this one is perfect touch. Wait, what did that one do? I don't remember what bonus that is. Oh, something over there is open. I'm gonna go ahead and start that research. Maybe I'm gonna buy a pick. Fine, I'll take the hard clicks too. Just in time to get an actual crit off of it. Nice. Research cost is 25 a second right now. Well, we can keep this research fed. 30 pans will double the effectiveness of my pans. Of course, we'll have to actually be able to buy 30 pans, but hey, you know, one problem at a time. Oh yeah, your Civ 6 footage is usable. I already ran it through a file converter and everything. I've got it dropped in place. I've cut out the parts I want. Yeah, no, thank you very much. That was very helpful. God, I was looking at all of the I was looking at Civ 4 and the absolute sea of DLC, and I was like, should I buy this? I could buy this. I mean, I like Civ 6. Sorry, Civ 6's sea of DLCs, and it's like, then I looked at my Steam library and the sheer mess of games I haven't played yet. I was like, that would be, oh god, I think it would total more than $100 if I wanted all the DLC and everything. And I was like, I'm never actually gonna play this to get around to it, especially considering how many mods there are for Civ 4 and Civ 5 that I want to try and haven't. So I was super grateful that you were able to just give me that footage. That was very nice. Very nice. 205 time theorems. I don't know what to advise you. I mean, I know I was further than that, but I'd have to look at it again. I'm sure there's a Discord community for the game. Usually if you pop into my Discord community, the idle games section, you can usually ask almost any question and somebody there will know the answer. I mean, unless you're playing something really obscure, but you know, Antimatter Dimensions is fairly well known. Alright, I'm gonna go for the pans. I'm gonna go for the 30 pans. Getting achievements left and right. Then we'll go back to picks. Let's see, looks like something else. Adds common logarithm of your GPS to your GPC multiplier. Gold per clicks gets better the more money you're producing per second. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's where all the picks and everything start. All of this stuff over here starts impacting your gold per click. Everything begins coming together. Doot. Yes. Yes. Up till now, the pans and the sluice boxes weren't especially important when we're actively playing, but from this point, it's gonna... yeah. Now, I don't think your active clicks have much impact on your passive gain, except for catching the falling boxes, which has been a mechanic ever since Cookie Clicker, basically. Alright, you know what, let's make another pick, and then another pick, and then we'll go up to the pans. This usually unlocks researches at certain thresholds as well. Yep. See, we just had better pecking appeared. Better pecking? Am I sending a Dodrio to do my mining for me? Well, no matter. Come on, give me another box bonus. You know, these rocks appeared here. The rocks weren't there before. That means these people here with the picks dragged gold-bearing rocks to this location to begin their work. That seems a mighty inefficient way of doing things, but just wait till they start messing around more with these here hills. Generally, gold is in the hills, and it ends up sinking and ends up in the river. The gold doesn't generally start out in rivers. As a kid, I really liked the Yukon Trail. I don't know how many people played that game outside of Alaska. I know everyone's played the Oregon Trail, but there was a Yukon Trail where you go up to Alaska to gold mine, and everyone up here I think played that in school. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in it. The shopkeep that had a shooting game where you'd be, shooting gallery where you'd be hitting all kinds of stuff, and if you did really well, they'll tell you the secret of where the gold is, and you're like, why would you, if you know the secret of where to really strike it rich, why aren't you digging it? And the shopkeep's just like, I'm making a fortune right now. I'm just selling shovels and eggs and things to all of the passing miners. I'm making an absolute fortune without having to dig around and do all the hard work. It's like, oh yeah, maybe you are the smartest person in the Klondike. You also got to go through Skagway in that game. Now I'm sure most of you are familiar with Skagway and some of the history of Soapy Smith and other characters like that. Critical Rage. Okay, there we go, yep. Crits and fast hits, but what you always really wish for is that you could get multiple at once. Alright, there we go. Gold power doubled. I guess we'll pick up a few sluice boxes while they're cheap and move on to other things. Okay, very good. So let's start looking at our options. Increase crit chance by 2%. I don't think the clicker is as good right now as it was earlier. Each normal achievement boosts gold per second by 1%. Well, how many achievements have we got? 18%. It's a bit expensive right now. I don't think we'll go for that just yet. Other options include make our gold pans even better. 70 per second, that's a bit much. Let's just take better sluicing because it's cheap. And then let's unlock a whole nother bit of gold mining. All right. I'm just saving up a huge surplus of cash right now. I'm going to take critical. I'll take it. You know, if I get another critical rage or something, I mean, it might, I don't know. It's over time, it will definitely be worth it. I'm not 100% convinced it's worth it at this moment, but as my gold production gets better and better, it'll have totally been worth it. So yeah, the rocker. We're coming for you. Doubles base production of sluice box. Maybe I should buy a pile of these. I mean, they're going to be worth... No. Stick to the plan. We're going to rock the next... Okay. 5 minutes of research. In the meantime... Fine, I'll buy it. I'll buy it all. Okay. We'll go ahead, we'll make some sluices. We want to have a big fat stack of cash when the rocker finishes researching. But that's going to take a little bit. So... we might might as well get our money's worth out of what we've already got. How long you guys think it's going to take me to get to 1 million? No, we're not doing any bets this time. But sluice box gives +1 gold production for every 20 sluice boxes owned. That sure would be nice. Now, wouldn't it? They're going to start giving bonuses to each other. As we unlock more, it's going to become more and more complex. Not that the strategy ever becomes super complicated or anything, but, you know, it is a simple idle game. Unless they've added some crazy new mechanics that I haven't seen yet. It seems to mostly be so far it's been the same game I remember. So, I'm going to buy 5 more. I should probably be buying picks. It bothers me not to have them at nice even numbers and increments of 5 and stuff, but anyway. It's fine. The picks will give us will have a special ability that makes our clicks better, if memory serves. So most of our cash is still coming from clicks. Actually, you know what? I don't think so. I think most of our cash is coming from passive gains at this point. I don't think it's because anything's fallen behind. Could certainly use refresh, but you know what? Okay, we're only going to 1 million. Everything past this line is already more expensive than we'd ever want. In fact, we're not there yet, but there's going to come a point when all of a sudden we don't want to... ×3 gold production. Yes! When all of a sudden we don't want to spend money anymore. Because we're rushing to a specific goal. Yeah. The rocker is coming. Injection increases basic clicking power by binary algorithm based on your gold per second. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind. Although now... yeah, let's go ahead and take that. Our gold per second is still outstripping our clicking. So our clicking isn't even... Clicking at every 5 seconds isn't quite doubling our gold. What do we want? There's no way I'm getting another 30 pans in. Although doubling the production would be nice. No, I think it's time we start saving for those rockers. Oh, Well, okay then, let's rock! A base of 16. Just one of them is almost equivalent to all of my picks. Wow. It's surpassing all of my gold pans. Just one. Alright. Let's make it 2. I want to put you into increments of 10. Because that puts more perspective on it. I may not even want to buy another 30 pans. Doubles base production a pick. See, that would basically double my sluice box power, but... Well, this one's one we definitely want. Definitely, definitely. We're probably closer to 1,000,000 than it seems. I know it probably doesn't seem that way, but we're probably actually getting closer to it than you would guess. Alright. I'm going to pick this up. And then I'm going to pick that up, although I'm not 100% sure that that one was really worth buying. I think we want Twinkle next at 10k. Definitely. That's the smart play here. And then Miner 3 will make clicking a big deal once again. Actually, I think we want Miner 3. Then we want Twinkle. Now, since we're planning on getting that soonish, it might behoove us to start considering. Okay, see, that's slightly off. There we go. Might be worth it to consider if there are any achievements I can easily unlock. That's a good question. 50 pans? That's a bit expensive. Okay, maybe not. Okay. 20 picks. You could do that. 5 rockers. Oh, we'll definitely be doing that. Kathunk. Okay. Do we want washing gold or I think not. I think we want just buy all upgrades as a button. See, I don't remember that being there. The dredge. Did they ever get anything past the dredge? Or is the dredge still the limit? Or the limit of what? Oh my gosh, what is this? Whole artificial intelligence? That definitely wasn't in the game when I played. Alchemists. A moon? Okay, the game has definitely progressed a long way since I played it. Oh my gosh. So, stuff to look forward to. Okay. We need more achievements. This is not enough achievements. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I don't think I can get all that many more achievements. But that's okay, because, as I keep alluding to, we are getting awful close to where I stop buying things, and we just build up. Okay. My clicking has once again surpassed our gold growth. The dredge used to be the limit, and then I think they added a hole. The hole. And I think that was the last thing that there was when I played it. There was an endless mode, and then there was a bunch of modes for like how quick can you get 1,000,000? How quickly can you get 10 million? And the faster you do, though, you could hit those marks, the more prizes you'd get afterwards, and it would unlock all kinds of stuff. But, yeah, it looks like the game's gone way crazier. I can't wait to start mining asteroids and stuff. So I mentioned this before, but I figure, you know, if you look at something like the Rings of Saturn, there's a whole lot of different stuff going on, but it's gonna naturally sort itself by weight, the Rings of Saturn. so that somewhere in there would be just a band of gold. Or mostly gold. I mean, it's probably still going to be mixed in with all kinds of other crap, but you get what I'm saying. Personally, I think the theory of how gold and different things formed, all the heavier stuff than iron having come from supernovas, seems mighty strange, but at the very least, we can be fairly certain that every kind of metal is going to be all over the universe, and not all of it just on Earth. But, a lot of the difficulties with space are going to be getting hold of other resources. Do I want to keep going rockers, or do I want to start making picks again? Hold on. 4 of these. Yeah, definitely want more picks. Alright. Now, for them sluice boxes. Perhaps we should research again. I'll take the washing of the gold. Unlocks trolley, but it's 45,000. Is it worth it? Oh, 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Is it worth it? I think it is. I think it is. Better rinsing for the rocker. Oh, hey, look! There's the pick. Each one boosts your... Yes, we want that. That one is a big deal. Probably. Need more cash. Your special ability hasn't been unlocked yet. It's sitting right over here. We're researching it. And when we finish the research, we'll have 30 of them to boost it. Won't that be nice? The research is slowing us down. These researchers, they're getting in the way, demanding our precious gold that we could be using to invest in more sluice boxes. They insist that they'll make the sluice boxes more effective, but we have yet to see any results. When it comes to real science and development, you can never be sure of the time frames and things of anything when you're trying to create new tech. My favorite story of development is, I believe it was Henry Ford, and I can't tell if he was a genius or just a complete bullheaded... Okay, there are times in his career when he really screwed things up and did really dumb things, but this one is cool. I believe it was Henry Ford, unless it was somebody else later. I think it was him. Anyway, whatever. This is off the cuff, not a thoroughly researched documentary on engines. There was I think it was the V8 engine. He wanted to make them really inexpensive so that he could mass produce them for a car people could buy. But it was impossible. It couldn't be done to cast the whole engine as one part. And he told his engineers, you're going to do it. And they came to him and they explained again why it was completely impossible, couldn't be done. And he's like, you're going to do it. 6 months later, he's been paying them this whole time to do this. And they come to him and they explain to him why it can never, ever be done. And he's like, you're going to do it. And so, finally, they figure out how to do it. It's like, wow. That's amazing. Did he just have real faith in his men's ability, or was he just being an asshole? I don't know. Just really stubborn. Alright, we're going to go for the trolleys. As much as I want all these other things, I really do want cracking gold. It would only take 4 minutes. Does this only take 2.5 to double my rocker production? Anyway, trolley is probably the last major category of gold mining equipment that we're going to be using here. You can see how I rated the game back when. I noticed that the congregate button doesn't actually work. I wonder, since we're getting rid of Flash altogether, this game might cease to exist soon. I don't know. I mean, maybe it'll get updated into HTML5 or something. But then again, it might not. I've talked before about games that have been completely lost, that we can't find anymore, that the internet did not preserve. Such things happen. We like to say the internet never forgets, but, you know, I mean, there'll always be the Wayback Machine, of course, so, you know. Yeah. There's one really nice thing about consoles. If I pull out my NES, I can still play all the games as they were. I mean, okay, sometimes you gotta replace a battery on one or something, you know. This was a job. This one, I think we replaced the battery on this one, but that was a long time ago. You can tell it's just a piece of duct tape over it where we cut into the cartridge. There are better ways to do it, but you know, way back when. I actually own like 3 copies of that game, Bandit Kings of Ancient China. One of the best. One of the best obscure NES titles. I tried playing the PC version. It's actually a port of the PC version. It's one of the very rare times where the console port was better than the PC version, in my humble opinion. Even though you're weirdly at times controlling a cursor with a NES controller. It certainly is weird, but yeah. The trolley is coming. Play your Thomas the Tank Engine music. It's coming. Darn, I wanted another crit. I'll take it at. Okay, see this one's too expensive to be worth buying. Even these are reaching a point where they're really like, I shouldn't buy that. I shouldn't. Let's buy some more picks instead. Is that a bunch of emojis wearing masks? Okay. I guess mask emojis are advertising on Congregate today. That's nice. It's far from the strangest thing I've seen advertised. Okay, there we go. A nice even 20. Cleave it true. Yay. So I needed to hit 50 gold pans to hit the next achievement. And then 10 more to double its production again. But is that really worth doing? This basically costs 6% of my final goal just to do the first 10. The next 10 you can assume are going to be more expensive than that. I don't think the gold pans are worth buying. In fact, I don't believe any of these are worth progressing at this point. No. Look at that. We're only trying to go to 1 million. 10 more rockers? 600,000? No. We're going to buy a few trolleys. And maybe a few other simple things. We'll certainly buy some of these upgrades, though. I would really like cracking gold. Better rinsing sure sounds nice, though. What percentage is each thing doing? Well, the rockers... Okay, 40% of my production is them. 25, 30... 3%. Yeah, gold pans look better when you have a lot of them. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah. I think better rinsing 1 comes next. How much is our average click hitting for? Somewhere around 500-ish. Does it add 100 to it? Cracking gold is super tempting, but not that important. I think we definitely want rinsing, and we definitely want a bunch of money for our trolleys. %7 of the way there. Okay. 300 per second. 2.5 minutes of stagnation and half of the cash on hand. But with them being responsible for 40% of my production currently and then doubling that, well, that's pretty good. But I think I'm better served buying a bunch of trolleys immediately. That's kind of been my plan. I should have gone for washing and rinsing and then the trolleys, but, you know, I was greedy. I saw the big old heap of gold in a minecart and thought, must have! Must send a gorilla down these mine shafts. I do! This is just going to be a kind of one-off, probably. Okay, alright, here comes the trolleys. Come on. Here, scroll down. Trolley. Buy. And another. Alright. Alright. ×3 gold production. There we go. Okay, get that rinsing started. Oh, did we get something new here? Enrichment 2. No. Anyway, how's it going with you, Blaze? The game is Get a Little Gold. It was one of my first idle games. It was probably... I mean, I was curious about the genre when I first touched it, and this was, I guess, the first one that I got into. So I guess this is the one that got me, that kind of got me started with the whole idle game thing. Somehow they put a big rock here. It wasn't enough to just build a track and dig a hole. No, they had to bring a cave in. Those rocks weren't there before. Boy, this is a very odd operation we have going. We're already... I'ma do it. Okay, we're probably not buying anything else, guys. That was probably our last purchase. Right there. I think we've got the win at this point. Which idle game you playing? Yes, unfortunately it is that way. With the idle games that you haven't played yet. Yeah, I totally get that. There's a lot of times there are games where I want to, you know, there'll be a streamer or something and I'll want to watch something and be like, no, I want to play that game someday. I can't watch this. Do you guys think it's worth it to buy another trolley? We're only going to 1 million. I kind of feel like I'm at the point where I shouldn't spend money anymore. What do you guys think? One more trolley? Do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea? Star Trek Next Generation. Oh. Yeah. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Oh, what's this? Scholar 1, allowing 2 researchers at the same time. Oh, yeah, I remember that now. I don't think this is even worth it. I don't think this is even worth it. But this one might be. No, be strong. No more purchases. We're going for the win. We're already 13% of the way there. No one should try it. It's highly addictive. Don't ever play it. Hero Wars. Ah, I'm actually seriously wanting to do Soda Dungeon 2. But I'm probably going to go with an XCOM as soon as I finish Mystery Dungeon. I'm probably just going to go into the XCOMs. I mentioned in the last video I did, I cut a Mew, but I haven't actually made it out of the dungeon yet. I gotta make it through 23 floors without losing that little guy. This, I don't know. I'm not sure, but this might be the last week. I might finish all the Mystery Dungeon stuff this week. It depends. It depends on how much of a pain in the ass Purity Forest is. Honestly, I don't think my clicks are very important anymore. I think I might be able to just let this run. Well, okay then. I guess I'll give you guys a sneak peek on what's... I've got Idling to Rule the God videos. I've got 4 of them set up all the way through the week on different days. Generally, they come out at 2 p.m. Alaskan time zone, which is exactly 12 hours opposite of when I do my streaming. Anyway, but you guys can see a little bit of the far future in, oops, that's not right. In this game. Yeah. We've got skulls. We're collecting in graveyards. We're mostly just doing 3-hour runs in GP challenges. 3-hour runs are good for me. I got ridiculously far doing longer runs, doing Space Stim challenges. I ended up getting all the way up to P-Ball 115. So, you know, that was pretty cool. Now we're doing these short 3-hour-ish runs as I gather GP and slowly boost up this little thing here so I can evolve it. But I'm not going to make it an adventurer like it wants to be. No, I have enough adventurers for now. What I need is alchemists. So, you know, I mean, there'll probably come a point where I'll find I have too many alchemists and don't want so many anymore, but, you know, whatever. I just don't need more adventurers at this time, so, you know. Yeah. It's interesting optimizing for GP. Oh, hey, look, I need to, hold on. I need you to go here, kick the crap out of that, and make more crystals for me. Yeah, okay, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot else I can say about that one. Ba-doop. Meanwhile, 39% completed. Oh, hey, look, a new thing unlocked. The Dredge. No, I'm not spending 70% of what I need and waiting 13 minutes. We're fine. We don't need to buy anything. No, thank you. How long would it take for you to pay off 10K, I wonder? It would have actually been a smart purchase. Well, No, I shouldn't. But maybe... No, I shouldn't. Alright, fine. My weakness. I'm purchasing things again. Ooh, box! Critical Rage! Alright, we'll have to do the Critical Rage. Critical Rage! Farming went wrong. Watch the whole Doctor Who series. Ah! Which seasons did you watch? Which Doctors? I'm a big fan of old Who. Of the first 4 Doctors in particular. Okay, let me see. Where was I? Ah, yes. Want a sneak peek on NGU Idol? It's 11 hours away that we'll actually do NGU Idol. But I suppose we could get a sneak peek at that while we wait. It won't be long now. Get a little gold is almost done. Well, to the first major milestones. The game can start opening up. Tennant! David Tennant was pretty good. He's actually was a very good Doctor. First person I felt was the Doctor since Tom Baker left, way back when. But the writers were hit and miss, unfortunately. He had some of the best episodes and some really bad ones. Oh, those specials. Oh, wow. Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. This is a pretty cool card. I actually really like the cards. They actually might be my favorite system. They're way more interesting than hacks or even wishes. And they're not obnoxious like quests. Honestly, cards have been the coolest unlock since beards. I like beards. At first, I wasn't sure whether the bonuses were permanent or if a new card would replace a previous card. But nope, they're all permanent. It's a very simple system, and I like it. And mostly I'm throwing anything away that's not a good or better adventure card. I'm just going to cast this one. Why not? Just for the hell of it. It's a Leviathan. How can I not cast a Leviathan? Yes, some of these bonuses have stupid reasons like that. What do you want? But yeah, we're building up adventure ones to cast a whole bunch of them. And actually, the quirks are where most of the possibilities are right now. I could easily afford a bunch of tier ups and other good stuff in the quirks, whereas unfortunately the perks just don't look as good. It's not that they don't look good. It's like, this is 600,000. I can't afford that. Look at the price tags on these things. This is the one I really need. This is the one I really need. And it's 750,000. But I gotta get that. I won't be able to get that this weekend, but next weekend you can be sure that I'll snipe that. Meanwhile, the Beast Quirk's over here. This is what I really want, and it's also kind of inaccessible for now. But there's tons of good stuff in here. In particular, I want that adventure stats tier up, which I could actually afford. I could afford almost anything up to like this line here. Easily. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Alright, let's get back to the gold. And chat. Ended it with a Doctor after him. Yeah, I watched some of the Doctor after David Tennant, and he was okay, but the writing, I believe it was him. There was, I don't know if it was him or the next one, I don't know. I remember a year, every single episode, I was like, that was so bad. I am done with this show. I'm done. That was terrible. And then they'd show scenes from next time. I'd be like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing ever. Oh, I'm going to watch that. And then I'd watch it, and I'd be like, oh, that was bad. I'm done with this show. And then they'd show me scenes from next time. I'd be like, oh. Like, they strung me along for an entire year. An entire year. And so ever since then, every time someone tries to tell me about all this cool stuff that they're doing in Doctor Who, I'm just like, no, I'm done. No, they strung me along for a year. I don't care. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care. I'm done with them. There was an episode with a space whale in it that particularly ticked me off. Oh, man. Anyway, let's see. You're so far. Didn't complete the Evil Verse set yet. You'll get... Is which the one a real game? They're all real games. Welcome to the world of idle games. Hey, when I first got into idle games, I was embarrassed to admit that I played them. Okay? But they're cool. Tell me when... you can all look at the screen again. Two with the old guy. See, the thing is... I don't know what they've done with the show since I watched it, but if you watch the old show, there is actually, what was it, the 12th or 13th reincarnation of the Doctor? One of his regenerations is a villain, is evil, and showed up in the old series. I think they have passed that number, and they're just ignoring the fact that canonically one of the Doctor's regenerations is a supervillain. I think they're just ignoring, and they ignore, like, when they brought back the Master, it was really epic, the episode where they reintroduced him. But that wasn't the Master, that was the Joker. I'm sorry, that was not the Master. It is not the same character. And it's annoying because there were tons of Time Lords. Some of them were great villains, like the Time Meddler, and you had the Ronnie. You had a whole bunch of great Time Lord villains you could have brought back if you really wanted to, or just make up a new one. But no, we're going to call this guy the Master and pretend this guy is the Master. No, I'm sorry. Like, the Master always regenerates to look like the same exact person he was before. Like, he always looks exactly the same, and he has a very specific kind of... Oh, shit, we did it. You have managed to complete the million challenge in way the hell too long. You get no rank. Here, have one shard. Have the Amulet of Clicking. The Newcomer's Wish. Plus 10% to GPS. Oh, that's nice. Okay, the game is opening up now. Look here, you can spend your shards on some global upgrades. So right now we have the Million Challenge, the Billion Challenge, and Endless Mode. Okay, yeah, that's just chat. I have one shard. I could re-roll. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything just yet. No global skills. Collect at least 50 inactive shards to able... Yeah. I don't know what this is. That's new. That didn't exist back when. Alright, let's see how fast we can do a million challenge. Certainly we can do better than that. Okay. So, we have an amulet. We'll equip that. And an artifact. Oh, I guess the artifact is just going. So, 10% more gold per second and gold per click. Okay. And we've increased our click production by 5. Cool. Let's unlock a sluice box. Let's start buying upgrades. Okay, hold up. No, don't buy 100. Okay, there we go. Just buy as many as we can. Okay, that was fine. The sluice box is sluicing. How quickly do you guys think I can do this now? Now that we're playing for serious. We had the option of the Million Challenge, the Billion Challenge. There should be more that become available. And it's all about how quickly can you do it. and you try to optimize and you get more unlocks and things, eventually you can beat the million challenge like super fast. When you know what you're doing and start getting the good stuff. Oh, what's this? Okay, we just had a bunch of things unlock, and not all of them am I sure what they were. So we need to go exploring. Yes. Okay. No, I don't care about chat. We don't have any of the global skills yet. Okay, I did reset all of my 10 gold producing structures. Okay, it does reset your achievements. I didn't remember that. Okay, you know what? That's fine. I don't mind that one bit. No, it doesn't bother me at all. We can be so much faster this time. 1 hour? We're much faster than an hour. Alright, guys. I bet you it's faster than an hour. If it takes me longer than an hour, then, you guys will decide what terrible punishment awaits me if I take longer than an hour. We'll figure something out. We'll take a vote on something icky. Maybe I'll have to play Bennett Foddy. Ugh, no, not that. I don't want to play Bennett Foddy. I had a small taste of that, and that was enough for me. Poor Schneider. No, we can do faster than an hour. Yeah. It's been, like I said, it's been years since I played this. So, I saw that they added a ton to the game, although I haven't seen much of it in action yet. I don't remember if artifacts were a thing. I remember there was equipment, but I don't remember there being this thing. The Newcomer's Wish. I think that came since. Let's get ourselves picks. We need to keep the research train going at all times, because research takes time. So we need to keep that running. We won't be able to buy the things that make research faster, because, you know, we're only going to 1 million. And those things tend to be more expensive. Good grief, Nico. You're tearing it up. Shave beards. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? Why would you do such a thing? You want me to scrape razors back and forth on my face? What a horrid suggestion. Why would anyone do such a thing? Barbaric. There's no way I'm going to take more than an hour to do this. The internet would have to crash for that to happen. Like, the power would have to go out. My computer would have to explode. No, wait, I'd still be able to do it on my phone somehow, I'm sure. I'd find a way to log into Congregate. No, there's no way it takes me more than an hour. Yeah, 1 billion is not as... I mean, it's big, but it's not as big as it sounds. Because you're going to keep getting more and more things unlocked, and it's different. I've mentioned this game periodically when playing Idling to Rule the Gods. Like, I'd say things like, I wish that the clone build-up challenge worked more like this game works. How quickly can you achieve the, the thing? Except the clone build-up challenge is kind of stupid because it locks all your bonuses away, so you can't really do it any faster than, beyond a certain point. But you get what I'm saying. I really like the day challenges, which are about the closest thing you get. Alright, what do we want most? I think I'll take the sploosing. Look at those achievements flying off the shelves. Let's get the picks. Get with the peckin'. Steel picks aren't good enough. Let's make some titanium picks. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, forgive me. As I said, this was my first real idle game. I remember being intimidated by a billion and avoiding hitting the 1 billion challenge for a while. I remember, being like, oh man, a billion. Oh, that's so big. And then when I actually did it, it wasn't so bad. Alright, we've almost got through the sluicing. I guess we're just gonna go for the baking next. I've got 16 seconds. I can buy a few more sluice boxes. Okay. By the way, what kind of prizes did you get off of your first one? I assume you got more than 1 shard. The game gave me an almost insulting reward for that. Here, have 1 shard. Ugh. I need refresh. Zomg. Theme park builder. ×3 gold production. Hell yeah. Alright, our next goal should be this thing. Yeah, I'll take critical. Maybe we need another sluice box. How's that baking coming? I'll need to make sure I have 4,200 when it finishes. Shouldn't be too hard. What did we just unlock now? Oh, the rocker. Okay, that's what we're going for next. 3,600. All right. Hit hard. I'll just buy some picks. 12 seconds. I should stop buying things now to make sure I have enough to start the rocker. Which I don't, but, we're working on it. There we go. Okay, rocker begins. Okay, next. I think we need minor 3 next. Well, I think I need 5 more pans. Like it or not, that's what I need. How's the achievements coming? 21, not good enough. Need more. Oh, okay. Actually ranked. Gaia Online. Oh, I never actually played Gaia Online. I've heard a lot about it, but yeah, I never got into that one. Isn't that still running? I know Neopets still exists, which is another thing I never got into, but I've heard an immense amount about. Yeah, you're in the you're right at the approaching the finish line there, Hermes. Yeah, anybody who wants to get into idle games, you know what you're getting into, okay? No blaming us if you get into these. You know what they were when you signed up. Boom. Doubled. Okay, this one's really important here. No, I think this is the important one. We're going for the twinkling next. We've still got 2.5 minutes till rockers come into play. We can get a few more things to help set up and make, to really capitalize on our rocking out. 12 minutes, and we're at 0.4%. He's saying idle game. It's a yeah. All right, good. All right, we just gave ourselves a growing 21% boost. The rocker is still rocking on. Fine. I'll buy another pick. Why not? Maybe a few sluice boxes. Just a few. I want to reach the point where some of these bonuses some of these things start providing bonuses to other things. I think the trolley and the picks were connected somehow. The sluice boxes, I believe, boosted the gold pans. All kinds of good stuff. 50 seconds. All right, how much money do we need to have on hand? Oh, we'll easily get anything. All right. I think I want injection 1. On the other hand, if we save a ton of money, we can buy more rockers when this becomes available. So you know what? Let's not spend any more cash. Genshin Impact. You were talking about that earlier. One hour. You got 6 shards for just an hour, huh? Alright, up to 23 achievements. I'm gonna take better pecking. Okay. Boom. This is already 35% of production, just off of 1. Okay, that's only going to take a couple of minutes. All of these are fairly quick researches. We need to unlock more researches. I'm going to buy hard click. I still want this thing, but I think I want a 3rd rocker more. Okay, now we're going to get the injection. I haven't played Hero Wars, so that doesn't mean anything to me, unfortunately. Okay. Injection complete. We're looking here. 41 seconds. Alright. Yeah, and you can always just leave this game idling, particularly in infinite mode. But it lets you play as actively as you want when you want to play, and you can play it, just let it idle whenever you're, not being active. It actually strikes a really nice balance. One of the things that really bugs me, some idle games are constantly demanding your attention. For example, in Idling to Rule the Gods, you have to constantly be coming back to it every 12 hours to end your pets and stuff. If and you're just like, oh, let me see, I go to bed at this time, I go to work at this time, okay, I can do an 8-hour, let me set an 8-hour campaign for the pets, and then if you somehow screw it up, there's just dead time, you know, and it's stupid. And there's a bunch of idle games with mechanics like that demand, but this one's not like that. This one, play it at your leisure. Be active when you want, be inactive when you want to be inactive. You won't feel like you're losing out on anything either way, which is very nice. NGU Idle's pretty good about that kind of thing too. I appreciate that Igrizzle you only really have to check once every 24 hours, which is nice. And then they give you the Beast's mixtapes for his fertilizer, and that helps just a little bit, so that it's not super precise. Like, one of the things that happens with 24-hour timers in idle games is, okay, I'll go to bed at 6, I'll just set it up so at 5:45, 24 hours have passed, and then I'll restart it, and then the next day you check it and it's 5:50, and the next day you check it at 5:55, and then the next thing you know, after a few weeks, you're staying up 25-30 minutes to make a couple of moves in an idle game, because otherwise it'll sit and not do anything all night while you sleep, and that's no good. And I've kind of been growing to despise that. There's a lot of idle games that do that to me. It's like, Urgh. Now, Kitten's game had a really cool kind of thing with holding time, where you could manipulate time a little bit. It wasn't a perfect solution, but it was definitely the right idea. I would love to see some games iterate on that. The idea of having a certain amount of time that I could suddenly be like, okay, 30 minutes of offline time, trigger now, boom. You know, a certain amount of that. Kind of like how you have, in Idling to Rule the Gods, you have pet experience that, you know, you have free experience you can distribute among your pets. Like, a certain amount of offline time that you could distribute would be really nice. Oh, that's what Genshin Impact is. Yeah, I'd heard about that a while ago. I definitely do want to try that, but I'm probably going to be playing XCOM next, and I've got so many games. But yeah, actually, that one looked really freaking cool. Yeah, and NGU Idle is pretty good. I think NGU Idle might be the best designed idle game that I've played on a whole. Taken on a whole, I think NGU Idle might be the best designed one. Become a guild master. Yeah. Yes, actually, there is a difference between idle game and clicker game, but so many people don't know the difference that I find myself, if I'm gonna put the tags on an idle game video, I'm gonna write idle, incremental, and clicker as tags. I'm just gonna write all three of them. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, NGU Idle is definitely not a clicker game. But in many people's minds, idle game and clicker game and incremental game are three words for the same thing. Whereas Realm Grinder is definitely a clicker game, because you do this when you play it. You'll notice this is not really a clicker. This could be a clicker game, actually. You could call it one. It could qualify, but I don't really feel like it is. Because it's not demanding that I spam the button like, you know, Idle Heroes or something. Tap Heroes. those kind of things. Okay, let's see what we got here. You know what? I'm gonna buy. 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 Okay, our next goal should be to buy that shovel. Yeah, Genshin. Yeah, it's all of those kind of MMO-ish kind of games. Like, I'm wary of them. When I sampled a bunch of MMOs, I had to force a rule upon myself that I could only play them for like, a week each or something. I forget exactly the rules I made, and it's like, it had to be a hard rule. Like, so many people were like, oh, you gotta play this one just a little more. Oh, you have to. It's like, no, I had to make a hard rule. You people don't understand. The last time I played an MMO, I woke up a year later wondering what happened to the last year of my life. I can't break the rule. It had to be a hard rule. Yeah, I think of the ones I played, Guild Wars 2 was the one that was the one I'd most want to play more of. But what was it called? What was that one called? Not Tyrion. I forget the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, there's one that had the most welcoming community. I mean, I had so many people, trying to get me to keep playing it for like 6 months, a year afterwards. They were still coming and going, hey! It's like, no, I'm sorry. I can't. Yeah. I love exploration in games. I really do. Idle Wizard and Minion Idol. I have been sampling Idle Wizard. It's possibly the next big idle game that I'll do. We'll see. I haven't tried Minion Idol, though. Zombidle. Clicker to idle game. Ragnarok Online. Oh my gosh. I did so much with that. I was a one-man cartel. I with my shop on my server, I was actually possibly the best known merchant on the server because everyone else was all set up in the same places. I put my shop way off the beaten path, specifically where all the gunslingers would pass it. Nobody set up shop there, ever. And then I basically cornered the market on a bunch of junk items. See, at the time, I know the game has changed massively since I played, but at the time, the gunslinger class was really treated like shit. Like, players really considered it to be a garbage class, but it was my main, and I knew the class inside out, and I could do things with the class that people didn't even realize you could do. No, it wasn't a top-tier PvP class or anything, but it was a lot better than most people knew. I ended up being recruited by the guild leader of what turned out to be the strongest guild on the server. We did everything. But yeah, I picked a whole bunch of materials that for most players just seemed like trash drops that they dump. Every time any of those materials became available anywhere on the server, I would buy. If they were underbidding me, I would buy them out. And over time, eventually people just came to accept, oh, the price of coal and the price of rusty screws and the price of, this is 5,000, this is this much, this is the, like, I literally established over time the prices, and they just became the accepted norms for the prices. Because I literally bought every time somebody significantly underbid those prices, I would show up and buy their entire stock. and so yeah. But I also knew exactly, they were all gunslinger items. I knew exactly all the things a gunslinger wanted and needed and would help them to, do all their things. And so I just provided like a full service shop for everything. So, you know, sometimes a high-level player would decide, I'm going to see what the gunslinger's like, and you know, they just show up and just dump a bunch of pile of money on me for everything, for the convenience of just having everything in one spot. Wizard and Idol. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know that one. You don't really see Genshin Impact as an MMO. Really? Interesting. Oh, yeah. Guild Wars 2 was really cool. So I'm going back and reading chat because I haven't been looking at it for a minute. Next big Genshin Impact update. Oh. Let's see. Are we in the final push, or do we need more stuff? We're going to buy these trolleys, of course. Of course. This is cheap. I'll buy one of it. No. Yes. Hold on. I think that's worth doing. To save myself headaches on the next time. I think that's as far as I go with each of those things. Yes. I think those are the limits. I think we buy some trolleys and otherwise we're done. Oh. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we just buy trolleys. I think we're in the final stretch. Let's see. So, Wizard and Minion Idol. I don't know it then. I thought you're referring to two different games. None of your gear degrades. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 really does seem good. World of Warcraft, man, I had everyone try to get me into World of Warcraft. I've talked about this before, but one of the many reasons why I wasn't going to get into it was every time there came out a new patch, they'd push the level cap up, and then all the old gear would become worthless. Yeah. And to me, it's like, oh wow, you mean I could pour 10,000 hours into this game, and then they'll just snap their fingers and it's all effectively wasted time? Nah. I still know a guy who gets like every single achievement every time there's an update. He does everything. That's some dedication. Anyway, let me see. Mesmer Masterclass. Cerevi and you were cartels as well. Gift boxes, yeah. Yeah, was it 1 year ago or 2 years ago that I played Guild Wars? Let me see. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Spread. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, right. While we're waiting for this to fill in. Okay, hold on. We gotta do the trolleys first. Then we can talk about other things. But this is important. Whoops, doggone stupid thing. Ugh, I keep wanting to use the mouse wheel to just scroll up and down this. But no, I'm on Congregate. And the whole stupid thing goes up and down whenever I turn the mouse wheel. And it's like, it's not what I want. Okay. Boom. 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 How many trolleys? Once again, I find myself asking, what is the right number of trolleys? Well, no matter. Okay. Well, you know what? We can talk about other things now. Oh, that's not what I want to talk about. I mean, we'll be doing that in like 11 hours, and we'll do all the stuff. And oh my gosh, guys. Alright, maybe for just a second. I do not have enough arbitrary points to get that which I seek yet. Though I could buy a Mayo generator, which is super tempting. It would literally double my Mayo speed, and that would certainly be nice. I also have an absurd amount of XP, more than I've ever had at once, significantly more than I've ever had. I was actually planning originally on buying this next, but I'm actually seriously considering just buying the full suite of Hadriex upgrades here. Double the power, double the cap, double the speed. I actually need more bars. It's become super annoying switching my gear into the Yggdrasil gear and back, and then waiting for everything, especially my hacking stuff, to build back up. Anyway, more details on all that tomorrow. For today, we must speak of this. There we go. No, Mayo generators are nearly no bonus. Wait, what? Why? Wouldn't 2 generators? Oh. Oh. That's not very good. Oh, never mind then. Pfft, whatever. Shh. I don't need that. That's stupid. Never mind then. Alright then. That changes actually how I want to spend, other resources as well. I see. It's just a convenience thing. Anyway, I was going to brag. I've almost finished making everything. I just need firestones at this point, which we're producing. And I'll finally have triple S plus 20 gear on everyone. Seriously. It's been a long time at it. I find myself working on other things just because I don't have materials that I need. Speaking of which, what are you going to do now? You can't work on anything. Okay, you can work on this pot. I don't know who's even using this pot, but just reforge it. Oh, right, I'm also about to rebirth. Shortly. How much was that? I didn't catch it. Shit. I needed to actually know how much GP I make in 3 hours. I mean, it's going to be a little bit of RNG, but, you know, whatever. Nah. So, let me see. Somehow, because I've been playing Get a Little Gold, I haven't been paying enough attention to this. Somehow, in the next 12 minutes, I need to beat the Planet Eater V4, get a bunch of stats in these, build a bunch of upgrades. Okay, that's not very hard. I gotta do a bunch of stuff, actually, in the next 12 minutes. Not all of which is quite possible to do within that frame of time. Let me do this. Let me grab a few more. Or, I'm fine. You know what? Whatever. That'll probably do for the moment. Okay, now I just need... Oh, really? Oh, I didn't have very much, did I? Oh, that's right, because instead of gathering divinity, I sent them on a GP campaign. Ah, that's right. That would make sense. How are we doing on Get a Little Gold? We are at 395,000 and climbing. I just told us to start better panning too. Because why not? I think the Mayo generator's a 2% production bonus. Yeah, it does mention that. Seems more productive than an extra generator. The old GUI? Yeah, I tried the newer one when he replaced all the stuff, and I hated it. So I went back to this. I think I actually did that in one of the... I think that actually was in one of the videos. Okay, we need that. That boost to speed. And I guess I'm just gonna put... I need more... Okay, there we go. That's good. Pets, keep at it. Put this to 10. We're going to go back to getting gold in a second. Boy, I bet I missed one of those boxes that fall down. Oh, well, it's not super important. Ah, I need a little more. Just a little more. Isn't that the eternal refrain of the idle gamer? Just a little bit more. Just a little. There we go. Fight started. Everything is in place for the most part. There you go. We'll just pretend like that was good enough. All right, back to work. Back to the mine. And what are you doing? Why are you off center now? What's going on here? Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. To get to the main tab with just a single click. I don't know. I tried it. I didn't like it. I suppose I could try it again, but I won't. Okay, anyway, let's see. It's so annoying to have cash and not spend it. I mean, could you imagine holding money and not spending it? That should be crazy. Who does that? All right. No, 19 minutes left. I think my beards are safe, guys. I think my beards are very, very safe. Oh, there we go. Slightly faster. I mean, it's not to say I couldn't ruin everything, but I don't think I will. I'd rather not ruin everything. Ruining everything just sounds like a bad idea. Yeah. How long was everyone's second run again? I know Nico mentioned his. Somebody else... Yes, the 4X game curse. Oh man, when I play the XComs, I tend to get really in it. Like even when I end the streams, I often keep playing more. I'll run more missions and things, but it's I've mentioned this before. It's actually harder to play a game while streaming than it is to just play the game. Without streaming, like I in pretty much every genre, I do better when I'm not streaming, when I'm off camera and not talking. Significantly better in most of the games. So, yeah. 35 minutes on your second run? Wow, that's way better than my second run. To get Imperialism hard. No. It's not a chance. I told you at the time. It wasn't possible. No, you ain't getting my facial hair. I need this. This is my Arctic armor. It protects me. It protects me from the horrible frost winds. I don't know how other people get by. Yeah, I never wear baklavas. A lot of people wear ski masks, wear the full thing. I don't. I put on a hat, and that's what I wear. Hold on, I have my hat over here. Everything is too dark. I can't see anything over there. I have my hat nearby, the one that I wear outside, and it's just. I take a hat, and I put a smaller hat inside of it. And then I put that on. And it's warm. It's good. But for the face, it's the beard. That's the warmth. This is my face mask. Boop. Hey, I clicked you! I clicked that thing. I I clicked that thing. You saw it and you heard it and it didn't register. Yeah. And StarCraft 2 hosts, the guys that just receive replays and talk through them, they all say don't do math while you're casting. Don't do math while casting, because you'd get it wrong, even simple math. All right, let's see what we got here. You've unlocked the Wise Man skill. You've unlocked the Master Clicker skill. 14 shards. Can I even get anything with 14? The Tiny Amulet of Gold. I remember this thing. Here, Sonic, you can have this stupid ring back. It's useless. Increase crit power by 40%. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I can buy my first upgrades. Increase your initial gold by 100. Oh, right, the whole set changes. Increase gold per click by 10%. Increase the duration of Perfect Touch. Increase gold per second by 10%. Oh, that sounds good. Ooh, what's this? I don't remember this. Significantly increase shards from explosions. Yeah, that's new. What's this? Cheaper buildings. Oh. That would be good. Increase shards from explosions. I don't know what that means. I'm going to buy this. What's this? Faster science. Oh, man, that would be nice. Tranquilizer. Increase the efficiency of the injection skill by 100%. Yeah, sure, I'll take more bonuses. Increase crit hit. Increase critical chance. Okay, there we go. So we've gained ourselves some bonuses. Okay. Alright. My rank was awesome. Well, thank you. Yes, I am awesome. Okay. What do you guys think? You want to see me use my awesome skills on another million? Do you want a billion? Or perhaps we could see how far things go. Well, I think I'm only really going to get time for one more. We'll try a billion. I don't know if I'll even have enough time to get through the whole of it. You have no inventory items. Well, what's all this then? This increases my gold per click. We'll swap items later. I think I can only equip one at a time, right? Yeah, so we'll want this for now. We'll want to research them sluice boxes. Hey, look, it's one of the things I unlocked. All sciences are 20 seconds faster. That also ends up decreasing their cost, because while research is going on, it's draining money constantly. By increasing the speed that they research, well, in this case, it'll save me 20 bucks. By 20 was it 20 seconds or 20%? There's a big world of difference between those. Darn it. Well, okay, I guess I don't know. Unless it's over here. Ah, no. Huh. Oh well. Let's buy some sluice boxes. Some gold pans. Okay, we need to get more research going. Better panning. I think it was 20 seconds, specifically 20 seconds. Yeah, okay. The tranquilizer cost 1.3 million green shards. Yeah, it gets expensive. You're at 40 minutes, but far away. Well, let's see if I can catch you. Went from none to godlike. Oh, my rank's awesome. So there. It said I'm awesome. What could be better than that? Alright, gotta get that next research going. I screwed up by not having the research train going. I'm only 40 minutes behind. How hard can it be? Let's see. I think I should keep that 5 gold per click for now. I think that's just a good thing to have. So we're going to see a lot more special abilities and a lot more stuff here. Okay, hold up. Gotta go back to idling the little gods for the moment. Feed everyone. ×2, nothing. Why, thanks. 3 minutes till I finish off that planet eater. It looks to me like once that finishes, I can pretty much just finish this and rebirth. Okay. Cool. Auto research works for anything that got reduced down to 1 second. Huh. Well, I like auto research as a feature. I think that's a great idea. We're going to be able to buy all kinds of expensive stuff this time. What we need is, well, everything, really. We need everything. 14 achievements. And climbing. Okay, just saving our cash. Sluice away. Picks! I was only able to buy 2? Huh. I was hoping I'd saved up enough to get, well, whatever. It's fine. We're still early game. It's fine. So we need to get to 30 pans so that our, within the next 2 minutes, effectively, we're going to need 900 to do that, start that research. I can probably wedge another pick in. 2 picks. I shouldn't have done that. Greed. Alright. We're going to start the research, and then we're going to pour everything into pans. We want to get to 30 as close to this research finishing as possible. Ooh, the rocker! Should I just skip to the rocker? I want to, but I shouldn't. Ideally, not only will I have the pans, but I'll also have 4,000 on hand. I don't think... There it goes. Ooh, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can buy 5 pans and have 4,000 within the next minute and 15 seconds. I think it's too much. But you know what? The pans aren't a... Well, the pans are a good amount, but, I think I can just start stacking my money up for the rocker. I think I'll prioritize starting the next research over the pans. But, I mean, then again, if I buy all the pans, then the pans will be helping me get the money for the rocker, and I don't know. I think I should just save up. When getting 1,000,000, the rocker, I felt, was the most important piece. I mean, they're all important. You could certainly argue the gold pans were the most important, getting started, but I felt like the rocker was the essential piece. I was getting a lot out of them, and I was getting the better sluicing or washing or whatever it was called research, which was very important for them. And then the trolleys, I was only using the trolleys at the very end and wasn't really using them to their full potential on just the 1 million challenge. So, yeah. But in this one, the rocker is probably... Oh, I need this. We should have bought these sooner. That's okay, we'll make up for it now. Okay, back to the pans. 3 more. Finally. Critical Rage! Let's see some crits, please. There. Got it. Done. Good. Now, speaking of criticals, I would like this, please. Let's make our crits great. Please, one more. Yeah! Okay, alright. Alright. Okay. 2-3 minutes till the rockers. Zunico, how far are you along? I assume you've already gotten past the trolley. Have you gotten the dredges? Are you past the dredges? You've got to be at least in the dredges. They have their own website. I wonder if I could transfer the save file over. Oh well. I'm not gonna... It's working, and I ain't gonna mess with it right now. Let's see. Should be going for those, or should I buy another pick? I'm gonna buy one more pick first. No, sluices. We need sluices. Give me sluices. Wow. Nice. Beat mine by 9 minutes. 28 shards. Significant improvement over my run. In terms of payout. You unlock any cool new skills? Okay. 1 minute 20 seconds. I think it's time I swapped this out for the crit power one. That means we'll buy a little bit more of this. Really? I'd have thought you'd be past 10 million already. You've hit a slowdown. See, I don't know. Like I said, back when I played this and I did the billion, I had run quite a few million gold runs before I dared attempt it. So I know I would have had more skills unlocked. Alright. Because of reasons, my lighting setup is unusual at the moment. Instead of using my usual light, I'm just using the TV with Pokemon. that's kind of one of my lights right now, of all things. And so I have to keep nudging the controller to keep it going. I'm gonna double the base production of my pick. I'm gonna buy some rockers. We will rock you. Boom, boom, psh. Ah, hey there, Lord Dirt. Yeah. I was playing this way back when. I've talked about it before in this stream already, so I'll be super brief. But this, you could sort of say this was the game that eased me into idle games. Yeah. I like it. It's simple, but I like it a lot. Okay, 45 seconds remaining there. Perhaps I'll take you up another couple steps. Yeah. We're getting pretty good crits when we do get a crit. Let's increase that. I think our next goals are Miner and Twinkle, in that order. I'd like to buy another rocker, though. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. A research just completed. Alright. Should have started washing the gold immediately, but I wanted my shovel. Okay, there we go. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Then I can start the better panning. We'll probably want to start buying more pans. I want to get it up to 60, but that's expensive. Really expensive. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That's a distinct possibility because of what's happening to Flash. I don't know if this game will get updated. So, you know, it's available right now if you want to play it. But it is an idle game, and they're addictive, and you know what you're getting into if you start an idle game. Alright, one sec. Gotta take care of idling to rule the gods for a second. Alright. And finally, we unleash our might. Wow, I'm not even beating B-Ball 95 anymore. The downside of running such an active build that relies so much on clicking is that I can't stop clicking. The game doesn't have any automatic clickers built into it. Or if there are, I haven't seen them. Just have to wait a minute between clicks, yeah. Team auto-clicks the square and the monster. My first experience with an idle game was Adventure Capitalist. I actually streamed it, and I really didn't know what I was looking at. Snyder was with me at the time. And I never came back to that one. I have a friend who played through like all of the stuff it did. So I have an idea of what all happened in it, but yeah. I never went back to it. Clicker Heroes. I did play Clicker Heroes through pretty much all the content they had available at the time. I remember when they made Clicker Heroes 2 and all the controversy around that. Better rinsing is better, but I don't have the... I want it. I want it. I'm going to save up for it. I should have saved up for it. Definitely can't... Whoa! Fork! That's what I get for reading chat. It's an incremental. No, it idles extremely well. It idles extremely well. You can just leave it running and wake up in the morning and make your moves and go to work and come home and make your moves. But when you're trying to get the fastest run possible to 1,000,000 or something, you're like, I have 20 minutes, I can do this. You sit down and you play actively and you get like a big old payout and you feel good about your big old payout, and then you just leave it running in like infinite mode for a while. until you have time again. I think it actually strikes a very happy balance between being active and being idle. There is an auto clicker, okay, but it's base 10 seconds. Hey, again, if you're gonna leave all day, like, that would be fine. That would just be fine when you're not playing actively. Oh, okay. So this is being ported to HTML5? Well, there you go then. Okay, hold on. I just need to make sure. Okay, I think we want another rocker. Rinsing is going to be a huge boost. I think we just want as many rockers as we can get, and 45,000 to start the trolleys. Now, we've never really seen what the trolleys do yet. Actually, honestly, we haven't really seen what any of these things do yet, beyond sluice box, which just kind of powers up sluice boxes. They'll do more later. But yeah, we're gonna be entering uncharted territory very soon. All right. Perfect. All right. Uh-oh. 33. Okay. I'm going to do something real quick here. Swapping over for a moment. We're going to buy, or I need 33 GP to finish this challenge. I don't want to rebirth just to get that, and then, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to open these for a moment. It's going to give me divinity and things I don't want to open right now. Come on. Just a little more GP. Did it. Done. No, go away. There's already more than I really wanted to open, but that's okay. So at this point, I think the GP challenges are actually going to require 2 3-hour runs. Although, considering I go to bed in 2 hours, I'm going to have to make this particular run a 10-hour run, I guess. We'll get back to getting gold in just a moment. And I'll check on chat. Also in just a moment. Very sloppy, but I'm in a hurry. I'm in a terrible hurry. Okay, let's get things back to the way they're supposed to be. Okay, and we finished that research. I was supposed to have 45,000 for this trolley, which takes 8 minutes. Let me just slam down better panning instead. Our rockers are now at 77% of our value. Very nice. I think it's time we shifted to buying in lots of 10. Okie dokes. Well, let's see. Adventure Capitalist. Yeah. I mean, it's got a good aesthetic going on. But I never went back to that one. And I knew somebody who played through all of it, and I don't have a lot of interest in it. There's an Adventure Communist. I don't know if it's made by the same people. It's probably the same exact game play, I'd bet. Yeah. Let's see. You streamed it? Yeah, all my streams are available. Yeah, if you dig up Adventure Capitalist, you will see my first reactions to an idle game. Me and Snyder have no idea what we're looking at the time. We're like, what is this? Yeah, that was years ago now. Years and years ago. But yeah, I don't take down my old videos, so they're all still up. The only videos I ever took down were like, well, they were always unlisted. The old beta tests of Mushroom Kingdom Fusion, stuff like that. You're gonna buy Clicker Heroes 2. I bought Space Plan. Yep, I did play Space Plan. Space Plan was kind of cool. Universal Paperclips was the best. A Dark Room was good. Oh man, there's a lot of good short ones. Whenever I think of Space Plan, I think of the really short ones. Anyway, well, back then, 5 years ago, I tended to have a lot shorter videos, I believe. I used to only do 20-minute streams. I remember, or 20-minute videos. I remember when I gained the ability to have longer videos. It was actually a big deal back then to have long videos. YouTube had to personally come and give your channel the ability to have various features like monetization, long videos, and stuff. And it was the Mushroom Kingdom Fusion and Pokemon Fusion Generation trailers. Those trailers did a spike. They had a crazy spike of views. An absolutely crazy spike of views. It was like hundreds of thousands of views came in within a day. And YouTube said, oh, who's this hot new channel? Hadriex. And all of a sudden, they like just... They had an employee at YouTube. They had some program, so I had a direct line to YouTube. They put me in these Google Hangouts with all these other up-and-coming creators, which was stupid because none of us were the same. They were all like cooking channels, makeup tutorial channels, like all kinds of unrelated stuff, and we're all kind of looking at each other like none of us could even really... There was like no networking that could really happen between any of us or anything. It was weird. So nobody, nothing came out of that, and eventually they like terminated the program, and I don't know if those employees were fired or what, but everything went dead. But I retained the ability to post videos as long as I wanted, where everyone else was still locked in at like 15-minute videos at the time. And then they changed that so anyone could make as long videos as they wanted, and they added streaming and all kinds of other stuff that came later. There was that one little flash in the pan where suddenly I had all of these features unlocked. For the longest time, I ignored the monetization function and just left it off. I actually turned it off again a few weeks ago. None of my videos should... Well, okay. I'm not putting ads in my videos anymore because YouTube lost their minds, and I started receiving reports that there were 5 or 6 ads in 20 minutes. And I went, oh, fuck that. So I turned off ads. That doesn't mean that there won't still be ads, because a lot of my videos get copyright claims, and, then YouTube puts ads in them for whoever they decide holds the copyright to it. It's a whole thing. But I'm not putting them on anymore, which means that my view counts immediately dived when I flipped that switch. See, the thing is, if you're not running ads on your videos, YouTube isn't making money on your videos. If YouTube is not making money on your videos, whatever the company might want to pretend, they're not going to go out of their way to promote your videos if they're not making money. I mean, it's kind of just basic business here. If you're not running ads, YouTube is not sharing your video anymore. So, yeah, but I can't have like 5 or 6 ads in 20 minutes. That's terrible. That's trash. That's garbage. Like, why would anyone want that? So, yeah. Because there was no easy way to opt out. There was no easy way to just change it. Just be like, just have one ad, okay? Just one front roll and knock it. No, you'd have to go individually on each video and manually dick with things. And I make a lot of videos, guys. I think you know that. Yeah. Yep. Oh man, the ads have been crazy up here. I shared some of them on Discord. But you guys have no idea. This Alaska has been targeted for political ads this season. Targeted hard. It is so many ads for for senators and House seats and stuff. Specifically, they're really hammering them. And you can I talked about it in Discord, but you can tell these aren't local ads. Like, this is the kind of ads that people who don't live in Alaska would imagine we would want to see and would get our votes. It's so pandering. The pandering is so heavy that it's almost suffocating. Yeah. See, because I did AdWords and I did ads, I know how things work, and I know when I'm seeing the most expensive kind of ad. Like, I know what a cheap ad is, and I know what it means to make an ad that you have to shill out top dollar for. And they're running the expensive shit. The unskippable 15-second ads, stuff like that. If you have an ad that somebody can skip, you get charged almost nothing if they skip it. But you run a 15-second unskippable ad, that's top dollar, man. That is top dollar. Yeah. The ads are super obnoxious when you're trying to listen to something on a phone. Because, I know, first world problems, but you have to reach into your pocket, pull out your evil black rectangle, skip the ad. Okay, that's not so bad, except YouTube doesn't let you turn the phone off. The phone has to be on. So if you reach in your pocket to pull out the phone, if your fingers touch any part of it, it's probably going to skip to another video or do something else you don't want. And you're usually trying to do something. You're usually working or doing something at the time. And so it's like, There's apparently, I'm told, there's a premium service you can buy where YouTube will keep running while the phone is asleep, off. I don't know quite the terminology, but when it's dark, you can actually turn it dark and put it away, and it won't register you touching it. But then you'd have to be paying YouTube for premium service. I'm gonna buy this. I want this. I want my picks to start having power. 10 pans aren't good enough. I'll buy them anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to look like. I need to get to 60. Yeah. Let me start from the beginning. I turn on a YouTube video I want to listen to. Maybe it's a podcast. Maybe I want to listen to Joe Rogan interview some crazy guy talking about aliens for hours. It was one of his most entertaining videos, although that one was a while ago. And I just want to listen to this podcast. And I'm enjoying it. And then suddenly, because it's YouTube that I'm listening to, YouTube has a mid-roll ad somewhere, and suddenly it goes, advertisement. Some of those advertisements can run for minutes if you don't pull it out and push the skip button. It's so obnoxious. I mean, on the other hand, whenever there's an adpocalypse, we all suffer. Ads are a necessary evil. I just think that they've gotten too invasive for the last month. Specifically, it's just this political season that they've been out of control. Has it been like that everywhere? It's not even... I don't think I've heard a single ad for the presidential election. Not even one. On YouTube. No, every single ad, it's for our Senate seats. They're really trying to unseat our senators. Yeah, sometimes I can run podcasts on other websites, and sometimes it's a pain in the ass to run podcasts on a smartphone. There was this one site that had a podcast I was listening to. It was all creepy stuff, like real world stuff, but creepy and disturbing things. Mixed in with bits of supernaturally what if kind of things. It was really great. I don't know. I liked it. I was enjoying it. And, but the way the site was built, I want to start with the first one and work my way up chronologically, right? Okay, fair enough. I scroll to the bottom. I scroll down, I scroll down, I scroll down, I scroll down, I scroll... Okay, here it is. Okay. I listen to it. I enjoy it. When it's finished, I don't remember how long these were, maybe half an hour or something, maybe an hour, whatever it was. Then I pull it out. I'm at the top of the page again. Scroll down, down, down. It has to load and load and load and load. And this podcast had something obscene like 200 or 300 episodes. So that you would spend literally a minute or 2 minutes every time just scrolling, just... This is so annoying. Who designed this website? Why is it so stupid? Why was there literally no way around it? Like, there was... you just had to scroll down every time. Every single episode. It was so bad. It's like, doesn't anybody working for your podcast... Wasn't any of them able to pick up a smartphone and just say, let me see what this website is like on a smartphone. Oh, wow, this is shit. Hey, guys, let's fix this. I mean, come on now. All right, let me see. Growth campaign, 9 hours. Food campaign, 9 hours. Graveyard. Well, you know exactly how long you guys are going in there for. Boop. And you know what, this time I'm going to go ahead and put... No, I'm not. Everybody on the GP train. We're in a GP challenge, so, you gotta. We gotta. Okay. We can run 2 researches at once. Do we need... Ooh, bathing gold. Each rocker increases the power of the pans by 50% and the sluice boxes by 5. Yes. Yes. Okay, anyway. Where was I? Right. 9 hours of dungeons. Okie dokes. Everything's looking wonderful now. Ad blocker. I probably should look into getting an ad blocker. I probably should look into that because seriously, it is invasive to the extreme lately with these ads. Lore podcast. That was a fun one. I liked. I've listened to not all of it, but quite a bit of lore. They do have some of theirs on YouTube as well as other sites. I really liked the one about the Pied Piper. He did an amazing job on that. Not all of his podcasts were hits. I often didn't care about the ghost story ones. Like, oh, there's this ship and ghosts. And then when you get to the actual, like, and this person who went there felt a chill. Okay. And this person swears he saw this. Okay. Like, can we get to something cool and interesting again? But usually when he does folklore, like puckwuggies or kobolds, or then he just, it's amazing, and you're like, wow, this is cool shit. Recently put an ad on the page that plays music. Oh my gosh. If you own a website, the problem is ad servers are involved. If you have any say in the matter, don't let ads play music on a text website. Don't let them have any audio. Any audio. Man, this research is kicking my ass. It keeps stopping because I can't produce enough cash to keep up with it. Very unfortunate. I need a box to triple my gold production now. Otherwise, we're going to be here for 5 minutes. I shouldn't have gone for this. It was too greedy. It was too greedy. Yeah. Let's see. Use this gauge to find a new optimal hell. Unlimited commercials. Actually, back when websites were young, remember GeoCities? A friend of mine took like a bajillion pop-up ads and hid them all behind one button that says, don't push this. It's like, don't push this. You don't do it. You don't see as many pop-up ads these days, do you? They used to be a plague. They used to be an absolute plague on the internet. But we seem to have gotten largely past that. Yeah, I should have done another 1 million challenge. But this is it for tonight, and I don't know when I'm going to play this again, although I'm tempted to keep playing this. We'll see. Okay. I think we were okay now. Wow, we just got that crit achievement. I think we'll be okay for the rest of this thing, this research. And this will have a huge impact. Then we can get ourselves a dredge. So each rocker increased the production of pans and sluice boxes. Our sluice boxes are almost going to double. And the gold pans are going to skyrocket. Look at that. Holy crap. That no kidding. That was a skyrocketing. Oh man. Oh yeah. Every rocker is now boosting all of that. Yeah, I had wanted to buy trolleys, but that research was way too greedy. Way too greedy. I need to get a little gold, yes. Just a little. Just a little. Let's see. Alright. Boop. Cool. The dredge. is very expensive. Let's just get some better sluicing. Tweet what we did with the rockers and better sluicing. I think our sluice boxes, excuse me, hiccups. I refuse hiccups. Do you know sometimes you can just refuse hiccups by focusing? I know that sounds mad, but it does work sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work, though. Sometimes nothing stops the hiccups. Who uses Internet Explorer? Its day is done. It had its day in the sun, as did Netscape Navigator. Those days are long gone. Actually, Netscape's still around. I believe Netscape became Firefox, unless I'm mixing things up. It was Mozilla Netscape, and then they wanted to rebirth it as a Firebird. So it was originally going to be Mozilla Firebird. It was a Phoenix. But there was some copyright issue, so they changed it to a Flaming Fox. I don't know why they made it a Flaming Fox, but they did. And that's Firefox. I believe that's how the story goes. Microsoft had gotten sued when they did Internet Explorer because it was basically putting. I can't afford any of the researches, so why would I need it? Oh, what's this? No, I don't need this yet. You know what? I'll buy these. I think I'd better off just buying more trolleys. Let's see, where was I? Of course, this is the website asks for monthly descriptions, and they still pay a bit more to get rid of the annoying ads. I remember they'd be like, oh, pay us money and we'll make the ads go away. Yeah, I remember that. Maybe 1,000. They're obnoxious. I don't normally care. But if I'm streaming, then it's a problem. If I'm live streaming and I get the hiccups, it's a big issue. I'm like, oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Our crits are getting crittier, since that's pretty much the only thing I got going for me in amulets right now. Don't really have any other options. Might as well build around the crit build. Okay, one more trolley here. Alright. I believe trolleys merged with picks in some way. What we need is 700,000. Let's see if we can get that within the next 30 seconds to unlock the dredge. Which, it's going to take 13 minutes, but at least its gold per second cost isn't so bad. This has a heavy gold per second cost by comparison, but on the other hand, it doubles the impact of my trolleys, which is 40% of my current income, which is a pretty good argument to take better carrying instead of unlocking the dredge. Yeah. The time investment is going to become enormous, basically, at this threshold here. So we'll do better carrying for now. And then we'll go for the dredge next. I really don't see a need to have multiple researches yet. I just wouldn't be able to afford it. The research cost would also would be so much. Nah. So be a pretty good boost here. Need 700,000. Faster. So it took me 50 minutes to get to... It's going to take me an hour to get to the dredges, which Nico got in 40 minutes. I was not that far behind. Refresh would be nice. Miner 5 would be nice. This is a great one that I could really use right now, but I can't really afford. There's a lot of things I would like, but can't afford. Things you would like to have but can't afford. Hashtag relatable? Do people actually do that? Do they go on Twitter and hashtag and then the word relatable? Is that a real thing, or is that just an internet joke? I bet it's a real thing. I bet it's a real hashtag that people use. Nico, the mad scientist. He has sworn to find a way to create Hiccup Land, the greatest amusement park of all! Invest. I can totally imagine that would work, too. People would go to it. It would be a success. Oh, let's see. Alright, let's see. So... At least it's a very inexpensive research cost. I wish I could get academic in on it, but I can't. Well, that was my first run. Well, yeah, that was my second run. You're right. Yeah. Now that I could believe. No, I'm not playing on Endless. I'm playing on 1 billion! Which is probably worse than Endless. Because I can't end it early. Yeah, we're not gonna finish the billion run today. If I could get just 10 more pans. Tink. Technically, I should be beating the sluice boxes next. I feel like I should be buying 5 more of these. The dredge is coming. Oh, hey, look! This was... Oh, I want to research this now. Alright, I'm doing it. The double research begins. Honestly, the idle production has surpassed my clicking by a good big margin, even with the cost. But those crits are so spectacular that it's still worth clicking just because of the crits. Actually, you'd be surprised at how much scientists research yawning and hiccups. There was a big study that some crazy person did on whether or not reptiles yawn. And they tested it with turtles and did all kinds of experiments to see if they would have the sympathetic yawn that mammals do, and eventually concluded that no, they don't. Research dollars well spent, I'm sure. Plus X gold on click upgrades. Oh, there's a good amount of upgrades, but most of the upgrades I didn't unlock yet, so, you know. dredge. We have to have the dredges, though. Before I stop today, we have to have the dredges, because that was the end game when I played it back when. Let's see. Critical would be smarter. Doubling my clicking power would be smarter still. Or I could just buy another trolley. 10% faster. Or I could boost my research speed. Keep getting those achievements. We need them. We need the added power. I could buy 10 sluice boxes. But I won't. Come on, come on, come on. Just one more crit. No. Okay. Then we'll go the slow way. Alright. We have doubled our research speed now. The picks are really the least important part of my production. And they're always going to be the least important part of my production chain. So, you know. But the dredge. I need to save up cash so I can actually buy dredges. But I sure would like to have this. Alright, how much of a boost do you think this is going to be to my per second? Place your bets. Not that we're betting anything today, but place them anyway. Make your guess. 2 seconds and about 500. But, you know, it's 2,800 a second the whole time it's running. And, oh, doubles the production for every 29 pans owned. Yeah, sure, I'll waste all my money on that. That sounds like a terrible investment. Now I won't make any money during the entire rest of the time the dredge is building. And then I won't be able to buy any dredges. This was a genius marketing decision on my part. Oh, I'm just a financial wizard. I need 10 more saucepans at work. Just 10 more. I guess my anteater is working on an ego sword for a while now. I don't remember how much the dredges cost per unit. Pickaxes increase clicking power, yep. Yeah, I do like that a lot. I really want to see the later builds. I might do a follow-up to this at some point. I might do a follow-up on this game in a week or something, or whenever, I don't know, at some point. Perfect touch! Yes. Okay, we'll have money to buy dredges now. Thank you, game! That was very kind of you. How do I play so long in idle clicker games? What? Play long? I don't know what you're talking about. Play an idle game for long? Who would play an idle game for a long time? I certainly wouldn't play an idle game for 921 days. That doesn't sound like something a responsible adult such as myself would do. What are you talking about? That's crazy talk. Dredge time. 1. Foomp. 13%. I have them all. See that? See that? See that? See that? Well, forking fork. Scroll down. Hold on. I said when I played the game, dredges were the farthest thing you could get, right? Now we see that there are more things. Mountains and holes and cyborgs. But those didn't exist originally. When I built the dredge just now, it gave me an achievement. Oh, where the hell is it? So somewhere it has the I have them all. Somewhere. Oh dear, I'm not going to be able to find it now. We saw it earlier though. I know we saw it earlier, and I saw it flash up, and I'm sure somebody knows what I'm talking about. It gave me an achievement for having all the types of buildings. Because this was end game when I played it. The dredge. This was you would still be able to get a billion. The billion run was still a thing. There was endless mode and stuff, and I think there was another mode as well that I unlocked. I don't remember what it was. But yeah. The dredges. Well, that's 24% right now. That's nice. Perhaps, multiplies base pan production by 4 on top of this thing. The pans are currently 13% of my total produce. Still 13%. Yeah, it doesn't really help me much, but this next one will. Also, I don't need to quite go so far with this. Okay, so to get that next doubling, we only need 8 pans. Oh, you think this is something? Just come back 5 years from now and find out what I'm doing then. I won't sleep anymore. I won't eat. I'll just play. But I'll have 6 games open at once. I right now have 3 monitors in front of me. I'll have the entire room nothing but monitors. No, we'll go with TV walls. We'll just go with TV walls. That's what it'll be. Like Fahrenheit 451. Yeah. Just 2 more. Oh, hey, look, I can cast blood magic. Yay, iron pill. Alright, cool. Oh, hey, look at that. It's all done. Excellent. All of my gear is now perfect for tomorrow. Excellent. We're gonna have fun with NGU Idle tomorrow, guys. 1 more. I got a little. I got a little gold. But I need more. It's not enough. It's never enough. Oh. Gold rush. ×3 gold production. Cool. Okay. We want more dredges. But you know what? I want this more. And then I want this, and I want that, and I want that, and I want that. Okay, I want everything. For every 8 sluices earned. Currently, it's +1 gold production for every 20. So changing that to every 8 would be a pretty substantial upgrade, actually. That would be pretty epic. Yes. Yes, brilliant. And then we can get the neural net from Elon Musk, and we can implant that. And then they can inject the ads, the unskippable ads, directly into our brains. And we will finally have achieved peak humanity. There'll be nothing left to do. We'll have everything at that point. Boop. Alright, you're now 30% of my production. Basically equivalent to my trolleys, which haven't yet triggered their special ability. Alright, I think the next big thing to watch is the panning. 16.3% becomes... Any second now. Just give it a moment, okay? 43%. Now, if I start investing in more rockers, that would, of course, impact the gold pans and increase things further. That's a pretty substantive chunk right now. But what I really need to do is unlock more researches. Do I have to get to 15 or 20? I wonder. 15 gave me delivering gold. Each trolley increases basic trolley production by 0.1 for every pick owned. There we go. Picks increase trolleys. And trolleys increase trolleys. And yeah, they become kind of self-sufficient, unlike other things that are passing bonuses down. But I don't remember exactly what the dredge does. Still, 4 million is a major cost, but the research is quick but expensive. I can't afford that. Yeah, that would be the biggest upgrade I could get right now. I would like enrichment. I would. What do you guys think? Should I be buying dredges, trolleys, picks, researches for delivering gold, or should I be purchasing injection too? Honestly, I'm kind of torn. I want all the things. Yes, you are. I'm only talking about unskippable ads. You're talking about messing with my facial hair. It's on a whole different level. This is tough. I need more cash or the research will take forever. I'm just going to buy 10 more picks next. That'll be nothing, no. No reason to do that until I have the trolley upgrade. There. The gold pans became even greater. Oh, what's this? Triple the production of the rocker. Well, the rocker itself isn't very important. This is going to make the trolley so powerful. But I'm only able to afford half the per second cost still. You think I should go for the picks? I think the picks will be huge when I get the trolley research. Huge when I get that trolley research. There we go. Achievements. Doubles the base production of the dredge for only 7 million. Well, that's a lot of millions. I don't know. Definitely a good purchase, but... Oh, very fast research, too. Very fast. Oh, no! The Dollar Shave Club's unskippable ads. Ah! Boop. What do we get? Perfect touch. ×3 clicking power. Well, I would rather had just the gold rush, but alright. Alright, let's get ourselves the picks. That's our goal. Come on, give me a crit. I need a crit. Thank you. I need another one. I need another one right now. Come on, we've only got 15 seconds left. Give me more crits. Well. Sadly, it's over. Can't keep up. This is going to be about 4 minutes. Oh, well, it's a moment to look through some of our statistics. So, we're up to a 46% boost from our achievements. It's hard to go for achievements specifically, which is unfortunate because if I could aim for and snipe achievements for the bonuses, that would be really great. But that's not really a thing you can easily do. Yeah, we need a lot more. A lot more unlocks. A lot more. So I think from here we try to boost our picks and our trolleys significantly. They're going to become our major producer. They're going to outstrip the dredge for a while. We're probably going to want to get enrichment and injection. Should probably make Twinkle the next goal, actually. Twinkle, the name of Dristwarden's sword. One of them. It's a really stupid name for a sword. Anyway. You just crossed 100 million? Okay, you're now in the build-up. You're no longer buying stuff. Ah. We'll probably, when I start NGU tomorrow, we'll probably start out by looking at this game and seeing what I did. Because I'm probably going to go to bed and just leave it running, and through the night, it'll probably get me 1 billion. That should be our goal. Get it set up so I can go to bed and wake up with the 1 billion. That should be our goal for today. Come on. How long will this 30 seconds take to complete? I'm guessing about a minute. A little less than a minute. If I could get more crits, it would be faster. Crits become far, far more plentiful if you, make it through some more rebirths. Alright. We're almost there. 36,000 becomes 38,000. That was less impressive than I was expecting, by quite a bit, actually. I thought that was going to do a bit more. The trolleys were just such a small part of my overall operation. It's okay, though. When we add 10 picks, we'll see it jump again. As well as making the clicks hit harder, which is nice. Yeah, I was really expecting more from that. Hard achievements. Those might not have existed when I played, because I don't remember them. What are you talking about? Who's to say what nature is? Perhaps smoke and plastic is the true nature. Perhaps in 10 million years, when the true species comes from space to terraform this world, they'll discover an abundance of plastic trees and beautiful billowing smoke clouds as far as the eye can see. But the aliens, not understanding the wonders of this paradise, will begin stinking the place up. They'll begin producing tons of trees everywhere as a byproduct of their industry. And they'll despoil the world we worked so hard to terraform. And then the humans will return, and the cycle will continue for all time. I just think I just created the premise for the stupidest sci-fi novel ever. If I were a rich, eccentric billionaire, I would commission someone to write that trash. Be like, this is the dumbest idea. I want you to make this a bestseller. I want you to make it a good book somehow, convincing. People would actually read this and like it. Did I miss a bonus again? It happens all the time. Yeah, I keep missing bonuses. What? Humans die from heat and smoke? Pfft, no, we're way too good at dealing with that kind of thing. No. We all know what's going to happen in the end. There's only one way it can go down. All the humans are going to run around killing each other with weapons. That's how it's going to be, you know? I don't know if that makes me a pessimist or an optimist to be like, we don't even have to worry about that. We know how it's going to end. Humans kill other humans. That's the end game. We all know it. We all know it ends in a Ragnarok. Oh, look at this. Each pick increases lifting power by 50 instead of by just 5. Very nice. So my rockers, again, I don't really see the value of this research here right now. Now the sluice boxes becoming significantly more potent. I mean, you know, it's something to do. So that brings us to the dredges. Double power. Well, let's see. If we double the power of the dredge, that would actually be worth doing. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So, despite everything we've done, the gold pans remain my best. Yeah, the gold pans are still the highest producer. It's just a shame they're so expensive. it's cheaper to buy a dredge than to buy a few pans. Well, I guess it means it's time to start buying these things. Alright. Let's get ourselves in... No, let's go for Twinkle. Twinkle time! God, I think I actually did a short story once. I was trying to get published with short stories, and I wrote one called Go Gray, and it actually was... What the hell was it about? I don't remember what the thing was anymore. It might have been aliens attacking something. For some reason, the only way to save the environment was to produce as much toxins and smoke as possible. It was the only way to save the world, to save the plants and the animals. It was the stupidest thing. I wrote a bunch of trash. I had a few good ideas here and there, but most of it was just, what if I did this? I had one, the gray goo thing. You know, nanomachines destroy all life. Yeah, except I wrote the short story with the lab, the breakout, all the stuff, the news reports, and then we had the nanomachines were now competing with germs and our immune systems, and products started being figured out, like, oh yeah, sure, you could just spray your counter with vinegar and for some reason that breaks them down. It's like, oh, it's not actually a big deal. Oh, well, I mean, asteroids, rogue black holes, yeah, there's all those kind of things too as possibilities. But we know it's going to be war. An asteroid falls. Okay, let's say an asteroid fell. I can prove it would still be war. Big ass dinosaur extincting level asteroid falls on the planet. Okay, let's say it fell in the middle of America. Boom, right on Nebraska. Dead center. Big old explosion, kills everyone, you know, in a big old area. Okay, they probably saw it coming and moved out of the way, but still. Big old destruction. That didn't wipe out humanity. No. Then the big clouds get up into the sky. Tons and tons of dust blotting out the sun. And suddenly, you get into a long, long winter. And food is not growing very well because it's too dark. Now, that's a huge problem for all plant and animal life on the planet, and humans have this huge problem where they're not going to be able to get food, and it's cold, but, you know, humans can deal with the cold, but the food thing is a big problem. Then the wars begin. And we come right back to, it's not the meteorite, it's not the asteroid that killed humanity. Humans started killing other humans. And probably most of the deaths would result from humans killing other humans. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Now a rogue black hole just flying by and just swallowing the whole planet all at once. Okay, now that or a black hole, they shoot out these gamma waves. It's enough it could sterilize a planet, theoretically, if a big old black hole aimed its giant gamma ray death beam at us. You know, there's a few astronomical things that could destroy humanity. There are super volcanoes, although again, there'll still be people on the other side of the planet. It's going to be the big long winter thing. It's you know, most of the disasters that are truly catastrophic end in a long winter for some reason. So I guess the moral of the story is be prepared for a long winter. And don't let other humans kill you. Yes, and I've read enough old crap to know something. that most people don't about the atomic bombs. Scientific community thought that that would end war forever. They were trying for probably a century at least, maybe more, to build a weapon that would be so big and so terrible that it would be the end of all wars. And they had different theories as to what it would be. And they were convinced, we build a big enough bomb and there will be no more war. Oh, we're so smart. This is brilliant. Let's do this. And so they did, eventually. Wars still happen. How many things do we think right now that people would come back from the future and be like, what was wrong with you? Why did you do that? What were you thinking? You thought this would solve this problem? Boy. Yeah, black holes are pretty spooky, man. They're freaking terrifying. They turn you into spaghetti, apparently. Squish you all down to the size of, like, a few atoms. It's creepy stuff. A rogue planet. Yeah, well, I mean, if it was a freaking planet-sized thing that hit the Earth, then yeah, that would probably just kill everyone. That would do it. We don't even have a way to defend ourselves from a big asteroid. We really should have more interest in space. Actually, one of the things I like in Civ 4, if you want to go for the space race victory, it's a pain in the ass. It's hard. But then, at some point, there'll be this random event where an asteroid, a big-ass asteroid, has a near miss with Earth. And suddenly, all the space research and stuff becomes easier. Suddenly, humanity goes, oh shit, we almost got wiped out. Everyone, let's start doing the whole space thing. Maybe we should have some detection and maybe some ability to, I don't know, counter a big rock falling and killing everyone. Maybe, just maybe we should invest in this. Okay, here's the thing about disasters. 1 million of my gold. Gladly, here you go. I can't drag and drop it. Sorry. Other possibilities in people killing people. If the temperatures got too cold, people would fight over the firewood. It's always going to come back to that. If they're not wiped out by something really sudden, it's always gonna turn into a fight over resources. Stargate time slow. Oh yeah, the Stargate episode with the black hole. That was amazing. And then they gave that coordinate to that one planet in a later season. Yeah. Anyway, what I was going to say about disasters, what nobody thinks, I don't think anybody thinks about disasters correctly. See, the likelihood that a disaster is going to happen, the longer your nation exists, the more certain it is that there's going to be a disaster. Let's take volcanoes. Big-ass volcanoes. World-changing volcanoes. Every so many centuries, there's a big-ass volcanic eruption that actually changes the world. There's been several of them. Most of them, we have only so much evidence, and the evidence was a little bit weird because we didn't know about this for a long time. Because if a volcano erupted in China, nobody in Europe would know why that their food crops just suddenly weren't producing for several years. And they had this terrible famine, and they just wouldn't know why it happened. But we started discovering things, like a period of time, so many, a handful of years where all the art had the sky being orange, as well as descriptions of a famine and other stuff, and we'd be like, it's happening here and here. Oh, that's global. Oh, a global famine. And then, okay, so there must have been something. Either an asteroid fell or a volcano erupted. One of the two. And this happened, a bunch of times in history. The most recent ones, the one I always refer to is the year without a summer. You can look up the year without a summer, and it was a big-ass volcano in the Pacific Ocean on an island somewhere. And yeah, horrible starvation. It was only a couple hundred years ago, fairly modern history, and people don't talk about it. So, if you understand, if you were the ruler of a country and you had an understanding, inevitably this will happen, what would you do? You'd start storing canned food, and rice and wheat and whatever, wouldn't you? I would. I have a feeling that most, if not all, nations don't. They don't prepare for disasters properly. The odds of a pandemic happening, inevitable. It's a thing that will happen to humanity sooner or later. Shouldn't everyone be prepared? Have a plan? Have the supply set aside? No. Nobody on Earth had a plan. What? Excuse me? Isn't that a thing we should have had a plan for? More people were ready for zombies. More people had a plan to deal with zombies. Zombies! So, I kind of view this as just... This should be one of the functions of government. One of their major functions is disaster preparation. Just being ready for them, because they will happen. Earthquakes, floods, hurricanes, take your pick. Although floods and hurricanes are so regular, at least we have a lot of stuff to deal with that. But then the individuals don't plan for it, which boggles my mind. If I live in Hurricane Alley, I'm gonna... Go away, ad. If I'm living Hurricane Alley, I'm gonna have a plan... Or Tornado Alley, I'm gonna have a plan for tornadoes. If I live in California, I'm gonna be... You actually need to plan for an earthquake. What is your earthquake plan? Well, if a building falls on you, you're dead. You can't really plan for that part. You can live in a building that doesn't fall down easily, but that's about as much as you can do. But if a bunch of the highways crack and all of this stuff falls over, all these buildings fall down, and food isn't getting into town anymore because the roads are messed up and nobody has food, and all the pipes are broken, so nobody has water, you should have food and water in case there's an earthquake. If you live someplace where earthquakes happen, it just makes sense. If you live someplace that gets hurricanes seasonally every year, hello, Florida, you should have some supplies, because when they get hit with major hurricanes, all the food disappears off of the store shelves, and everyone's running around needing food and water. You lived in a place that has hurricanes. Shouldn't you have prepared? I don't understand. This is to me one of the greatest mysteries about modern society. Why don't people prepare for disasters? I'm not talking about a bunker prepared for, with 40 years of food prepared for a nuclear war. I'm talking basic food and water to survive for like a few weeks, because you live in a location where things happen. And honestly, it's hard to find a place that isn't prone to some kind of disaster. Most places are prone. Hell, we get earthquakes here. In the middle of Alaska, we get earthquakes. That's pretty much the only thing we have to worry about. I mean, I'm sure that our winters would be a disaster any place else in the any place in the lower 48 at least. It would be considered a disaster. Up here it's just every year. So, we're pretty used to that. But we can get earthquakes here. We do get earthquakes here. Do I want 10 more of these? Do I want 10 more of these? I don't know if I want 10 more of these. I mean, they're big production, but I don't know. I think I'd rather make some more other things. Let's buy trolleys. Trolleys are good. I like trolleys. Alright, fine. I'll finally buy this thing. Our production is getting pretty good, but it's not good enough. I think I should probably make a push towards, the dredges are actually pretty good at this point. Huh. The next enrichment's over 3 billion. Catching up on chat here. It's more than just storing food, though. I mean, if you were on a national level, if I were magically the Emperor of the United States, I'd be like, disasters tend to be localized in different areas. We had that huge flood that ruined all of our farmland in, the middle of America. So much food was ruined by flooding a year ago. Maybe we could spread our farms out a little more. You know what? There's this great place you can grow potatoes and cabbages and all kinds of things. It's called Alaska. We could invest in massive infrastructure for more farms up there. I bet there's a bunch of other places we could grow food and spread it out a little bit more. Preferably among more types of crops as well. Thoughty2 just did a video on how there are so few kinds of food that we rely upon. He brought up, it gets brought up a lot, but there was the big Mike bananas that basically are no longer in stores. You can't get them anymore because they got wiped out by a plant plague of some kind. So now we eat Cavendish bananas, which are supposedly a lot less tasty. But yeah, it's a good point. Diversify the food crops. So if something goes terribly wrong, yeah, makes sense. And then, yeah, after that, there's the actual storage. Honestly, I wish there could be a law that just says every city has to have enough food stored, like just storage in case of emergency, to feed the citizens for a month. You're required, your local government, everywhere, every city, you have to have a month's worth of food. And you have to rotate the food and make sure it's good every so many years. Keep up with your census. But, that's the kind of thing you would not be able to implement nowadays. Because, oh my gosh, people would freak out and lose their minds. That's the kind of thing you have to do when founding a country. Not so easily done well into things. I mean, it could be done, but you'd be fighting tooth and nail for it. Yes, I'll buy that too. I'll buy it all. I'll buy everything. All right, let me buy 10 rockers. Those have an appreciable impact. That was more than a 10% boost. That was good. I want this. Are these clicks even worth anything when they're not crits? The crits are worth a lot, but the regular hits? Not really. We're just hitting this for the crits. We need to invest in lasers. Oh, yes. Shoot down the hurricanes. Well, disasters that could hit Germany. Well, you could be hit by a pandemic. Oh, wait, no, that hit everybody. You could get hit with a meteor or asteroid. Okay, not super likely, although, as I've said, there's an inevitability. The longer a nation exists, the more likely something will fall on it. I don't think you have earthquakes, floods. You don't really get... do you get droughts? I think Germany gets droughts. Maybe I'm wrong about that, though. You don't get tornadoes. You don't get hurricanes or tropical storms, or you're inland, so no fear of tsunamis. Not that you have earthquakes anyway, so no fear there. Yeah, Germany's a pretty stable place. Pretty good place. Yeah, the only shit that's gonna affect you is mostly stuff that affects all of Europe. Yeah, our bananas are having basically the same thing that destroyed the Big Mike is currently hitting the Cavendish. So they're trying to breed a new type of banana, and this is worrying because, weirdly, if you look at the top 10 staple foods, you'll see, of course, what you expect: rice, wheat, the things you expect to see there, and then suddenly it'll go bananas. You're like, wait, that's on the top 10? Wait, people don't live on bananas. Oh, wait, no, yeah, actually that makes sense. There are places in the world, in Africa and South America, where banana is the staple food, apparently. It's like, okay. So when there's a plague of some kind of horrible fungal infection or whatever it is that's wiping out the bananas, because the bananas are all clones. Okay, this is a thing. Our fruit are almost all clones. I know that sounds weird and sci-fi, but it's not. What they do is, for example, every time you plant an apple seed, you have no idea what kind of apple you're going to get out of it. I'm not even kidding. You have no idea if the apple is going to be tasty or terrible. But if you plant a whole bunch of seeds and you go around and you find one really awesome apple, like it's this big, red, delicious apple. We're going to call it the red, delicious apple. Well, how do you get more red, delicious apple? If you plant the red, delicious seeds, you don't know what kind of apple you're going to get. So what you do is you take cuttings off of that tree and you graft them onto another tree. And this is how quite a lot of fruit is farmed, actually. They're literally it's all the same tree. So when you get a disease that kills that particular tree, there is no variance. It's 10,000 of the same tree. And that means that they're very vulnerable. Specifically, fruit trees are very vulnerable to things like that. And so all of the stuff, God, that one song that used to be on the radio all the time, this guy singing this song, and it was a hit, but there's one line about, I don't care about spots on my apples, and he's talking about not spraying the DMT. And it's like, okay, that particular chemical was really bad, but it's not an issue about spots on your apples. The reason that they have all of these freaking chemicals that they use is because they have to. Because if you have something that devours your apple trees, it's going to wipe out all of them, and there will be no apples. That entire kind of apple will be gone. Now, apples are more resistant than bananas because there's like hundreds of different kinds of apples. If the red delicious got wiped out, we'd all just start eating yellow delicious, or Honey Crisp, or Granny Smith, or some other breed of apple. But the banana, it really is just Cavendish. They're all Cavendish. All of them. Unless you buy those, weird-looking bananas that you find sometimes in the supermarket. It's like, oh, well, let's try these big, thick ones, which I actually think is a good idea. We should probably try to diversify our plants a little bit. That's a good idea. You'll sometimes see the different colored carrots, the purple ones and stuff. Yeah. The road to 1 trillion. Actually, no, we're only on the road to 1 billion right now. Let's see. No. Okay. Food storage and disaster preparation is not connected to capitalism. Capitalism is a market system. What we're talking about is government preparations. It wouldn't matter what economic system. You could be running the mercantile system, which was garbage and I wouldn't recommend, but you could be running the mercantile system and still build a bunch of grain silos. That mitigation is not expected to be done by it's part of it is I do feel there's an individual responsibility that everyone should be storing something away, but for the most part I'm talking about like governmental level stuff. Not I don't expect Pepsi to worry about storing food. I don't expect Nike to worry about storing food. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Yeah. So it's not about capitalism. It's just let me see. I want triple trolley. The rest, well, I mean, maybe cracking gold. Maybe that one's important too. We might take that one. We've just run out of upgrades. It's kind of rough. Some cities are too big. Don't have enough high quality fresh food. Yeah, I think big cities are a problem. I would like to see. I think that the big cities got too big. Generally, I think that was not the best thing. It's hard. It's hard to get high quality fresh food into the big cities, though. You can do it. A lot better than you could in the past. Yeah. Storage costs money. Capital is all money. Well, again, it's not about this. Isn't something you expect from the market. You expect this from the government. I'm a person who's I like capitalism, but I'm for the mixed economy. I'm for the mixed market. I'm not a laissez-faire, invisible hand, Adam Smith capitalist. No, I'm a capitalist. I like Adam Smith. I like some of the theories, but there needs to be there has to be regulations. There certain things must be regulated, and there are certain functions that must be taken care of that you just can't trust the market to do. Estonia. Nature have no way of threatening us. Well, that's cool. Unfortunately, my geography is not that great, so I don't know where Estonia is. My geography is fairly poor. I freely admit my faults and my lacking. I've spent all my time studying all kinds of things and always looked at geography and said, but we have maps. And then we got computers and we got Google Earth. And it's like, well, I could study geography or I could just ask Google. Of course, you could say that about anything today. Good grief. We pretty much every bit of information you could ever want, you can easily access now. The molasses floods. Oh my gosh, somebody knows about the molasses floods. There have been more than one of those. Tidal waves of molasses literally drowning and killing people. And there's been other weird food-related things like that have killed large numbers of people, or, God, buildings swept off their foundations by molasses. Yeah. But that molasses wasn't being stored for food. That molasses was, don't ask me how, somehow involved in weapon production. I don't understand it, but apparently somehow the molasses was important for weapon manufacture. And then, yeah, that tank ruptured, and there was more than one, though, yeah. Eastern Europe, I see. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I actually find disasters of that kind, like the molasses floods, to be endlessly fascinating, because it's something so unthinkable. Like, you'd never have the imagination to have created something like that. If you wrote that in a fantasy novel, people would be like, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. Something like that could never happen. But no, history is stranger than fact. Stranger than fiction. And then, oh my gosh. Oh, gotcha. Almost got away from me there. There's, there's a bunch of other crazy, actually one of my favorite horror stories is the Halifax explosion. I've talked about this one before. You guys must have heard me speak on this. Until the atomic bombs were being detonated, there was no larger man-made explosion than Halifax, Canada. It was during, I forget which war. It was a big war. They had a ship. It was absolutely loaded up with munitions, apparently, and there was a fire. People are jumping ship, trying to warn, but there was no warning the people. The ship just kind of floats into the harbor and explodes, and it's the largest man-made explosion until the A-bombs are invented. It just wiped the city out, destroyed everything. Then you get the first-hand accounts of people crawling around in the ruins and stuff. I forget which city it is. It's an American city. It was, I want to say Boston or New York. One of our big cities. Halifax continues to send gifts like every year in honor of the help that they gave Halifax with the rescue efforts and everything. And the people living in that city don't even know anything about it. Nobody hears about this story anymore. It's, just another obscure chapter in history. It's amazing how much of history people just don't know anymore. Most of it, really. Ooh, the dredge. 50% to rocker gold production per dredge owned. But the rockers aren't very good. Even if you boosted them. No, actually, I think that would end up being pretty good. Oh, that cost. Oh, the expense. I can't afford that yet. I'll just pick this up. I don't really feel good about it, but I'll take it. I'm gonna buy 10 gold pans. I'll buy 10 sluice boxes. Okay. Looking at the prices here, trolleys are probably my next good pick. Yeah. Can buy a couple more dredges first. It might be, like I said, there were multiple molasses floods. Actually, it's interesting. Prohibition is a fascinating area to study. There's a lot of cool stuff that happened during Prohibition. Everyone just focuses on the mob, but there was also, oh man, I can't remember their names. One of them had a really silly name. There was a couple of detectives that went around that were like the poster child for busting people selling alcohol, and they just they were brilliant. They were geniuses at catching people. So they're amazing to study. There was right at the end of Prohibition, one of the Kennedys knew that Prohibition was about to end, and he had in Canada all of these trains filled with booze ready to go the moment that's where a large, huge portion of the Kennedy fortune came from, actually, was right there at the end of Prohibition, striking at that moment, which was probably, pretty illegal, but for a reason I'm not even gonna get into it. Anyway, yeah, brilliant move. Also, the Kennedys sold, one of them sold right before Black Tuesday, Black Wednesday. My mind keeps going Black Friday, and I know that's wrong. The day the market crashed and started the Great Depression. Pulled out of the stock market on a feeling. Or perhaps just advanced knowledge again. Where can you find the most updated version of this game? Well, apparently they have their own website. I'm playing it on Congregate. The Congregate version was updated on October 2nd. So, just a few weeks ago. I'm sure that their website is probably the preferred place to play this game. So, yeah, just go there. I like it. I do. I like this game. Alright. I'm gonna go to bed very soon. Maybe 10 more minutes. Just 10 more minutes. Yeah, I can stay up 10 more minutes. We gotta do this. I do never seem to run out of rambling and strange topics, do I? Perhaps I should talk about how war changed the face of candy forever. Multiple times. But I don't think anyone cares. I have an interest in very strange things. I find a lot of things endlessly fascinating. Come on, hurry it up. 5 more minutes. Faster. I want my harder hitting clicks now. Oh, here we go. Gold Rush. Excellent. And an achievement to go with it. Happiness. I think I need pumping gold. I think that one's critical before I go to bed. I think pumping gold is the thing. Do we want another dredge? Of course we do. We always want another dredge. Alright, there we go. Dredge day! Alright, perfect. I think I'm definitely going to pick this up again in a week or something and do a second stream of this. I don't know. We'll see. It's just, I don't know. I don't even know why I like it. I just do. Alright. 10 trolleys sure would be nice. 10 trolleys sure would be nice. You're already responsible for 26%. Adding 10 more, and then they multiply each other. Pretty good. That's definitely the smart play now. Trolleys. Although the gold pans are pretty good. Although I need 19 more to get to the next doubling. Trolleys. Definitely trolleys. Oh! Congratulations! You're right there! Yep. I wonder how many hours it's going to take me to reach it. I'll find out tomorrow when I wake up and it tells me you got poop rank. Congratulations! You had the slowest run of all time at getting 1 billion. We didn't know somebody could do this badly. Please accept this pity shard. Honestly, I could probably go to bed now because I'm willing to bet that 8 hours would do for this. At the rate I'm currently going, it would definitely be enough. But I want the pumping gold. Which we're almost there. Really? Interesting. I'd honestly be terrified to try to run elections through the internet. But that's because I know that no security is good enough. Shit, I should have let this finish. Anyway, I'm gonna let this run for... Oh my gosh. It's gonna take 10 minutes just to finish that. Yeah, I think this is where I stop. I'm gonna leave this running. Tomorrow, when we do NGU Idle, we will begin... That's, I think that's 9 hours out from now. We'll begin by seeing what I got on this. I'll probably make a couple more purchases before I actually lay down and sleep. I'll probably get a little bit more done. But yeah. Anyway, anybody have anything last minute to say? 'Cause I'm about to end this. Circling shatter on the Meteor button in this game is hypnotic. Until next time, and every time. Now that you mention it, it is a giant meteor that's about to fall on everyone and crush them. They probably shouldn't be digging around underneath this thing. Bye.